what do I call you anyway?
Call me Ryder.
As in train rider.
Call me Ryder with a Y. Ryder.
I think now for like probably the rest of this, like for the rest of October or so, every podcast ever will start with some bullshit about Charlie Kirk. So
great.
Yeah. So what was your?
I asked. Yeah. I was like, have you boys been following? Because I have been following this shit religiously. Like I am going down all the rabbit holes with this Charlie Kirk thing.
Like trying to solve the case.
Yeah, I'm following all the like independent journalists, and I'm like going down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Me too, buddy.
Dude, are you in it?
Here's the deal. I keep having premonitions that come true, so I don't need to follow it. I just think about what I think happened. I'm like, yeah, they'll come out eventually.
All right. You need to tell me what these premonitions are.
Well, I knew it was a fucking a gay lib. Immediately, I was like, that's for sure a gay lib.
Yeah,
and it turned out he was a gay lib.
And they were, I mean, it was, and by gay lib, we do mean Mossad.
Well, yeah.
I'm kidding.
I'm not.
Well, I wish you were. Because they're listening right now and we haven't even published it.
Yeah, dude. How many pagers you got on you? Because they're all about to explode.
I recently came into a stockpile of pages.
He's like, no, I actually think it was Mossad.
Have you seen the guy with the palm gun?
I have, yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah,
Did you see the video of the guy?
Was it like a punch gun?
That's what it looks like.
Yep, it's like a gun that fits in the palm of your hand.
And then you like put a finger through it like a knuckle duster.
You put it through.
You punch somebody.
You put it through. No, you put it through your fingers and then you squeeze, and the trigger goes off. And there's this video of this guy, and he's standing on the railing, about probably 7 or 8 meters in front of Charlie.
Oh, great! They're abusing a dog in the hallway.
Welcome to the Bronx.
They're about 7 or 8.
Man, I really hope that's picking up.
It won't.
Somebody kicking the shit out of a pit bull.
I don't know why I thought like German Shepherd. I'm a retard. What did I think the dog was?
Yeah, we live in a cop neighborhood.
No, it doesn't look like a drawing of a dog. It's a pit bull.
Yeah, so this guy, he's holding onto the railing, and then he goes into his pocket, and then he puts his right hand on his shoulder, and you can see that between his 2 fingers they're spread.
Yeah.
And right as the gunshot sound goes off, he squeezes his hand.
Yeah, I don't know how they would get like any kind of accuracy with
so
that.
much blood though. He could those punch guns are like 32 caliber or like 22.
Dude, it doesn't take it wouldn't take a big bullet to cause some wounds into your neck.
That kind of
And
wound.
you've been in the military.
Like a 30-06. That was wild. It was like watching a deer get shot. It was crazy.
Don't you think a normal rifle would have blown a fucking hole in his neck, like a decent hole?
No, it would have done a hole out the back if like it had shot him in the front. But it wouldn't have been that big of a hole with the small caliber. Like 22. Here's the deal: even with an AR-15, they do big exit wounds because there's a lot of powder behind that tiny bullet. But that was not an intermediate cartridge. That was a fucking heavy cartridge.
Also, they're like
it was like a fucking water balloon, like a watermelon-sized water balloon. And fucking blood fell out of his neck.
That's what they're like.
I'm not a ballistics expert by any means, but
yeah. But they're like if that would have been a 30-06, it would have exploded his head, and it's like
did.
Bullets do weird shit anyway, dude. Like you.
No, if it was a 22, he would have just fallen down and then leaked out. You know.
Apparently, there is a bullet. It's just a little bit a caliber just slightly above a 22.
It's probably
and what it does when it hits your neck or when it hits your flesh, the bullet actually spreads inside,
like a hollow point,
right?
Yeah.
So
I can't remember because there's ones that are like a hollow point. Because hollow points they stop inside the body. That's why they're so lethal. And all the force gets dissipated out because it kind of like spreads. But there's a bullet that it looks like fucking. Like a bunch of like fucking nails all like welded together, and that one shoots like spears in your body as soon as it splits apart like a hollow point would.
All right. Well, where I'm going down my rabbit hole with it, there is no way that the guy that's being currently charged for the murder did it. There's no way.
Yeah,
There's
sure.
these two guys that they have video of. One with the palm gun. There's another guy that was standing to the side of him. That he, at the same time, it looks like he pulls out what looks like a mobile phone gun, and he also
Those
does
guns
this.
Are so
he
fucking
also
dangerous to carry.
he also does this thing where he like goes like this and cocks it, and at the exact same time that the bullet goes off. So you've got two guys within 10 meters, one to the front, one to the side, that do the same fucking action, the same time as the bullet goes off, and it's like, I don't know, man.
Yeah. I don't know.
And there's also,
one-
have you seen the video where it looks like a mini explosion goes off right under his lav mic?
Yeah, they're saying
and there's
that-
Squib.
there's a fucking, there's like a black, his shirt blows up like this, and there's like a blast that gets the video.
Yeah, they're
picks up.
saying that what we saw was the exit wound of the lav mic exploding.
Yeah. And that's got Israel's fucking, well, not Israel,
No, it's
Mossad's.
well, they're indistinguishable.
Yeah.
I'm getting quieter as the podcast goes on.
Well, I don't know why you're scared to talk about it. Who gives a fuck?
Oh yeah, they're not going to.
Well, because I haven't checked these microphones for explosives. That's why. That's the main reason, Cameron.
because you're talking about exploding mics, and we're talking into some mics. So.
I'm afraid you're being a bit blasé about this. How close that shit is to your skull, dude.
Worse will happen. They'll send you back to Australia. Who
Yeah.
cares?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I was thinking about they had somebody like saying that Tyler Robinson just was there to kill him, but the Mossad killed him before. So he's just up there aiming, and then he just sees the blood through the scope. He's like, "Oh fuck!
Yeah.
I didn't do that."
Oh, wait, I was a lone actor. What is this?
No, that's got grassy knoll shit all over it. There's no way that we're gonna.
At best,
know.
Tyler Robinson was a spotter for the real sniper. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I think. I mean, I don't know. Just the whole thing doesn't make sense. But why Charlie Kirk? Do you guys have any theories? Why him?
Oh, it's just it's another thing to. Well, here's what I think is they sacrificed Charlie Kirk so that we could move into a more conservative culture. Because now we're done with the left. We're fed up, and now one of theirs fucking murdered a political pundit. Basically,
Our hero, Charlie.
Everyone's talking about, oh, we lost a good one. I don't fucking care. As much as it's insane to call him a YouTuber and a podcaster, it's basically what he was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, I think they killed him so that we could get another Republican in office after Trump. You know what I mean?
Right.
Which it does, but that's the thing is like you're like, well, what I don't think it has to be, and I hope that the agents listening to this hear this part loud and clear. I don't believe that you have to have somebody high in office doing like a conspiracy to get it. I think what they can do is they can have they have people that have favorable political goals, like a bunch of Democrats go, all these people are fascist. You don't let them eat at a restaurant. Like never let them be comfortable.
Never let them sit at a counter. Yell at them. Get them out of your restaurant.
Yeah, exactly.
They got that game plan.
So yeah, they like you have all these fucking gay Dems that are saying, we can't. These people are literal fascists, literal Nazis, and. All that does is move the needle to where eventually one of them will, freak out and attack a YouTuber he doesn't like or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, if you're convincing...
And then that benefits them no matter, you know what I mean?
If you're convincing half of the political spectrum that they're under constant physical threat of violence with words, they're going to react eventually, I was in Ithaca for the Fingerlights Comedy Festival, and I was sitting... I didn't want to be in the show because all the comics are terrible. But I was sitting upstairs, and there were a bunch of Ithaca college students talking about the Kirk assassination, and not about any of the the political implications or anything. They were talking about rifle cartridge calibers and shit. And I turned to them and I was like, it warms my heart that young people are talking about gun safety.
I mean, it certainly divides. I think that's the biggest thing about all these political attacks. It just divides people even more. And the more you divide people, the less people can unite together and actually make change and actually do anything constructive. So it just adds another fucking...
For sure. I mean, it's kind of getting to the point of diminishing returns now because everyone kind of wants to overthrow the government. But
yeah. It's getting, and it probably is going to happen. There probably will be some sort of revolution.
That kind of benefits them because all the like revolutionary politics do. It seems to me historically. I mean, I'm not a fucking expert, but it's like a bunch of people get upset, they freak the fuck out, and then guess what? A violent authoritarian regime either takes control or increases the scope of their.
Yeah, they're hoping for people to fucking...
Managerial, yeah.
They're hoping for a plot for a boogaloo so that they can do Patriot Act 2. Mm-hmm.
But that's
the real electric
That's the other
boogaloo.
thing. I don't know. It's like this idea that like the right people on the right are like, this is like definitely like, then this is like the mid ass like Fox News right wing where they're like the Antifa is like a terrorist group, and it's like, yeah, but when like a right wing lunatic does something, you know instinctively that there are like deep state agents in every Proud Boys or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
that. So why wouldn't they be influencing the radical left wing movements as well? You know what I mean?
It's all very sad.
Oh yeah, that was the first thing. I wasn't sad that Charlie Kirk died. I was just sad for what it stood for.
Yeah.
I got really bummed that day. I got so drunk I couldn't. I slept through my fucking physical therapy appointment because I was so drunk.
Yeah.
I thought I did it again today.
We all saw the video right before Judy's mic. Like, dude, like everybody saw, and we were all like standing outside before the mic started, just like, God damn.
Yeah. Haley had the unedited close video on her phone.
Yeah.
And as soon as I heard her, I was like, I'm going in. I got to see this.
Yeah. And then he came out rattled. And I was like, I got to see this. I'm like laughing.
And then
I'm
you
like,
came out
and then
rattled.
I come out, I'm like, nah.
It was psychotic.
There's a heavy energy that surrounds you when you watch something like that. It's like, wow, this just happened in front of all those people. Like anything is possible.
Yeah.
Like no one's fucking safe.
This is supposed to happen to children in Gaza.
Or at least kids going to school.
Yeah. We're only supposed to watch children bleed like this.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
It's fucking wild.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't follow because I like. It's too early. What you want to do. This is important if you're getting into conspiracies. What you want to do is you want to play it real close to your chest at the beginning. That way later when because if you're like, I have just suspicions, one of those suspicions is going to be proved more likely.
Yeah.
Dude, this is the thing, dude.
It's a cast a wide net. That's why it's easy to say it was Mossad.
And you have to. Yeah. Well, you have to, like, I mean, these days, dude, I rub my dick in the face of anybody that is like a 9/11, that trusts the 9/11 commission or whatever the fuck. Because it's like, it's so obvious that shit was, and you could just now, 25 years later or whatever, you really can just drag nuts across faces with how much data there is.
Yeah.
Saying that it was a conspiracy.
Yeah.
I just watched.
And that rules. So you want to keep that.
It's right. Like it's getting. You know how
you're doing the right work.
Yeah. Thank you.
Everyone's grandmother knows 9/11 was an inside job. It's like a fucking hack bit at this point. Was it the Lehman Brothers that bought the Twin Towers, the entire World Trade Complex?
They were I think Lehman Brothers, or no, that was I'm thinking of Solomon Brothers. See,
Brothers.
Solomon Brothers, that was building 7 shit.
Yeah,
that was
and they put terrorist attack insurance on it with 3 months prior to the building
because
falling down.
They bought the building for an insane amount of money.
Yeah,
and everyone that they were buying the building from was like, dude, there's so much asbestos in there. You're not going to be able to get this
Right.
cleaned out by the time, like, there's a deadline to get this cleaned out.
And it was
they're
like two.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, he's like, Larry Silverstein was surprisingly cavalier about his investment, and then he ended up getting like a 300% return on a multi-billion-dollar investment. It's crazy. That's nuts.
I just watched the 5-part series that Tucker Carlson brought out about the September 11 attacks.
I haven't seen that,
And
no.
he goes into a
I'm
pretty
loving
deep dive.
how much the left is like, why do I agree with Tucker Carlson?
Nah,
Because sometimes people are just right.
He's great. Yeah,
He's
yeah.
great. He's great. I love him. And he goes into the fact
Him
that
getting fired from Fox is like one of the
it was the best thing that happened to him.
Yeah, yeah.
But he goes into this one part which is really interesting. There was a bunch of Americans in particular that shorted the airlines
Yeah.
and certain banks that had offices inside the towers. They shorted them the day before the attacks.
Yeah, man.
And that's like supposed to be public knowledge, but the government has never released that.
Right.
So it's just
because
really
we'd have to put those people in a camp or something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
We'd have to arrest them.
But
for
we're not
being-
allowed to because
for treason.
Because one time we put a bunch of people like that in a camp and it was a PR nightmare.
They're still mad about all those Asians. George Takei won't shut up about it.
Yeah, it's wild. September 11, that's just... I wonder if that... Okay, so I wonder if these sorts of things, like the JFK, September 11, now, bloody...
It's so funny that JFK
Charlie Kirk. Do you think this shit will eventually... The truth will eventually come out and there will eventually be repercussions for the people that
No,
started it?
because every FOIA document I've ever seen is blacked out 98%. It's never coming out.
Yeah.
It's so funny that JFK was shot because of The Irishman. And that's so funny.
Wait, what?
Who played the Teamsters guy?
Jimmy Hoffa?
Yeah. He got killed because Jimmy Hoffa was getting too big for his britches, dude.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts how much Jimmy Hoffa had to do with this guy. He's just like a, and he wasn't like a gangster, really. I mean, he was like probably
He was in
aligning
bed
himself
with
with a
them
bunch of
heavy.
yeah. But he was just like he wanted workers' rights so bad that he like almost destroyed the government. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Do you guys do you know who we're talking about? Jimmy
No,
Hoffa?
I have no
He
idea.
he started the Teamsters.
Okay.
This was in like Ohio, was it?
That's like a
somewhere
union,
around there.
isn't it?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
the truckers union, the
Right.
like, national truckers union.
Yeah. But he
Huge thing in Hollywood too.
yeah, he was like involved in like the construction of Vegas, right? He would like, I think he like so like
Oh yeah, Jimmy Hoffa wasn't in the mob.
like Casino. Have you seen Casino?
Yes.
Shit. So there's like you can track. There's like it's like a really well done history that is just you have to have seen mob movies.
Yeah.
But because of criminals build countries.
Scorsese is basically like Julian Assange.
Yeah.
Releasing all these documents.
But yeah, I think it was when they were building Vegas. He basically like he invested like pension funds into the construction of Vegas to try to help people get
Which used to be fine. They used to not fuck it up and destroy pension funds.
Yeah.
At least not to the degree
Well, I
they
mean,
do it now.
that's the problem. Is like your whole like all the things you do to like have to like build up a retirement fund and all that shit is you're handing it to a gambling addict that's addicted to cocaine.
Nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. guess who
I'm
really
investing-
accounts well for his money? A guy addicted to cocaine.
I'm investing the pension fund into DraftKings. They match your first deposit by double. It'd be crazy not to.
Yeah, I've been watching the Charlie Sheen documentary that just got released on Netflix. That guy was a fucking loose unit, man.
Yeah.
Remember that interview that he does where he's like, I got tiger blood. I'm winning.
Yeah.
I was like, what a fucking lord.
He molested every child actor for like 20 years. It was crazy.
Charlie Sheen?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Really?
How
Yeah,
could he not?
he-
His dad molested
he
him
fucking-
and his brother.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Do I think? I know so.
How do you know
Do
so?
I think so?
I was there.
Is it the fucking Corey Feldman who like accused him like publicly of raping Corey Haim?
Yeah.
Right.
And
Also, he
and,
definitely also got raped.
Yeah, he's like, but he didn't touch me. I just love dancing. Okay, I'm sure.
I just hung out with Michael Jackson for no reason.
I hung out with Michael Jackson and Charlie Sheen, but only one of them raped me, and you have to guess.
Every actor in the 90s that was accused of pedophilia, sure, I was at their house. But they always treated me nice.
I think Denise Richards, he was married to her for a while, and she said that she came home and he was like,
Jerking off to child porn.
Jacking off to child porn. He's all coked up, jerking off to child porn.
No
and then
shit.
he I think he threw a lamp at her for. He's like,
Call her the N-word.
Yeah, he was like, "You're
rules.
ruining my boner with your giant tits."
Put on chest binding, you whore.
It's your hairy pussy eye.
Oh god. The cocaine does that. It just
Cocaine's wild.
It makes you a pedophile.
it just fucking makes you very horny for. I'm not saying children, but it just makes you fucking horny.
It makes you horny. Yeah,
ridiculously horny.
No, there's a
And then
thing
there's
with,
frustration because you can't get it up. So this
there's a thing with stimulants where if you overdo them, that you will
Like over time.
you'll find some sort of perversion to.
Listen, I'm not saying cocaine makes you a pedophile, but I am saying cocaine psychosis makes you a pedophile.
But yeah, he's probably a pedophile of some kind.
they all are, aren't they?
They're all in NAMBLA, damn it.
Yeah.
I went into a NAMBLA rabbit hole recently.
What's NAMBLA?
North American Man Boy Love Association. Yeah, you don't have the same cultural references as we do. It's one of the funniest things ever put into an acronym.
It's so, dude. For years, I thought that was a thing.
Oh, by the way,
I thought that South Park made
the
that
M
up. And
is
it's like, no, that's a
capital.
real.
The M is capital and the B is lowercase.
There
we go.
It's like stylized purposefully. Like
North
that.
American Man Boy.
All
yeah,
great.
You know Allen Ginsberg? He was like American. He was like a beat poet in New York.
He had gay glasses.
He was like he wrote Howl, which is like seen as one of the greatest like modern poems of all time. And he was like,
Didn't he hang out with Aleister Crowley?
he hung out with like everybody.
confirmed
He was like a
pederast.
crazed. He was like a crazy like pop culture icon or whatever. But he was like vocally for like lowering the age of consent. So
Yeah,
that
he was
could
a
have sex
man-boy
with-
lover.
He was in. I think he was in NAMBLA legit. And it was like he was like, I should be able to have sex with little boys, dude. It's crazy.
Wow.
It's you know
We
how
do-
everyone is saying like the libs and the like gay rights, like the LGBT is like they're trying to indoctrinate the children. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know if this is true. I just heard it in passing. You know, love is love. What every lib and LGBT person says used to be the slogan for NAMBLA.
Really?
Apparently.
That's
No
fucking insane.
shit.
Yeah. That's what the thing. Like
The whole thing is next they're going to marry box turtles. I guess it's kind of true.
That's the thing with that's what's so annoying about the libs is like they are so unresearched and yet they think they're right about it. So they'll be like, you crazy homophobic, and you're like, then you just start showing them data and it's like it gets
And they
ridiculous,
get
doesn't it?
angrier and angrier
Doesn't
because
it?
you're not a teacher.
Isn't it crazy that all of your philosophy comes from pedophiles? Isn't that crazy? Michel Foucault was fucking a child in a graveyard. You know?
Wow.
Do you
I wonder
understand?
what they were burning in those book piles in Germany.
So do you think this whole pedophilia thing just goes way back, and where do you think it comes from? Do you think it's a dominance thing?
It's a
Like,
dominance thing. It's just naturally how society. That's why like Romans and Greeks, they'd all fuck children. Here's the deal: they wouldn't fuck.
But what?
They wouldn't fuck
Every Greek
babies.
person, even the ones alive now.
even the ones that's why their sex is named after.
Is it just that once you get to a certain power or certain wealth or certain status, you just have to? There's a psychological default in the human psyche. Like what? where
It's
does it-
dominator culture. That's what you talk about all the time.
Yeah, probably something like that.
So,
but
like-
also, I think that because like this is a good point that I think goes along with this is that like in like I got obsessed with the musical Cabaret because I'm a fucking faggot.
But he won't watch Sweeney Todd with me.
They're not gay enough, dude. I need Liza Minnelli. But I never watched it, and then I watched it, and it's not good. I'm not like a fan of it as like even like I like some musicals, but that was just like I didn't like it. It wasn't that good. But it's very popular because it's like kind of a pro-gay, pro-whatever movie or musical. And then I looked into it. So it takes place the whole thing is that it's right before the Nazis take over, and there are all these
in the Weimar Republic.
drag queens and gay folks having a good time, and they're having such a good time sucking each other off or whatever that they don't realize that these Nazis are taking over. But then you look into it. The guy that wrote the fucking book that the musical's based on went there. He went there specifically because he knew that in Berlin, he would have access to underage boys, and that he could have sex with them. And he took a
male concubine.
He took a male concubine, basically a 16-year-old boy from Berlin. Like took him out of the country to try to took him to like 5 different countries to try to marry him, and I
can't believe France didn't let him.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
But that's how disgusting what a lech he must have been. He was like, "Can I marry this boy?" And they're like, "Usually, but no, actually."
This guy was the Tyler Fisher of the Weimar Republic.
Usually, you're kind of foaming at the mouth a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Were any countries allowing gay marriage at that in the around the 1940s?
I don't know, probably not. But that's the thing.
There's more like 20s.
That's
30s.
the thing that you're like the people on the left, people like that are like pushing these permissive attitudes. Which there's a time and a place. It's fine. You know what I mean? I'm a pretty permissive guy. But there's a point where you're like, you can't be like, I wonder why these violent authoritarians because they didn't want you fucking their children. Maybe that was it. Did you ever think maybe there are fucking consequences to your actions, and you can't maybe being a fucking libertine has a point where if you go too far, somebody's gonna come and fucking shoot you in the head. Don't you think that maybe that's? I don't. But then you have that you're like, hey, we turned this fucking pedophile story into a musical, and now it's the most popular play in New York City. And you're like, don't you think that that's maybe not great?
Yeah. Yeah.
And maybe if you care about
weird that guy never got canceled.
yeah, exactly. That play doesn't nothing gets canceled. But they'll be like, Louis C.K.'s a piece of shit. And you're like, okay, all right. If that's the hill you want to die on, I don't know if it's going to work out for you. But
I was talking to just a normal non-comic, someone that's not even really into culture. They just watch some TV shows.
Yeah.
And I mentioned Louis C.K. and they're like, didn't he rape his daughters? And I'm like, yeah, no, not at all.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
They'll just make shit. Yeah.
What did Louis C.K. do?
He jerked off too much.
Yeah, he asked women if he could through his whole career, he was asking women if he could jack off in front of them, and then they would say
One of
yes.
them was Sarah Silverman, and she said, "Yeah, that's hilarious."
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, she just watched him and giggled, and then he came, and they're like, "All right, let's get back to work."
Damn.
Yeah. But
why would that be a thing? Jacking off in front of someone instead
Shame. It's a shame thing.
Why would you like it?
What? Yeah.
I don't know.
I can't jack off in front of women. I can't, not to completion. They got to touch it.
Yeah.
Oh, I definitely can.
I can't do it. I'm bad at it.
But
It depends on what she's saying to me.
you're a piece of shit.
If she's yelling, I can't. I haven't dated enough mean women.
No, but I think so. What happened with the Louis thing, from what I understand, because I dated a chick that would at him getting brought up, she would freak the fuck out. She hit, you know what I mean? And you're like, and you can't argue with it because they've already made up the story. She would be like, yeah, his agent or whatever was threatening these women to kick him out of the industry. And it's like, I mean, that's not that crazy of a thing. I mean, you're saying that's his job. His job is to protect his investment or whatever. You know what I mean?
And that guy got canceled.
Yeah.
He doesn't work.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Louis' agent?
Louis' agent? Yeah, that guy's he's kicked out.
Yeah.
They had to kick someone out.
But yeah, then it's he was locking the door. I don't think I've found
that wasn't
actual evidence of that.
Not even locking the door. They were saying he was standing in front of the door blocking it. Never happened.
Yeah. He would just jacking off in front of women, which is gross. It's a gross thing
gross.
to do. He openly admits it all the time now. He's like, yeah, that was bad what I was doing. I didn't he's like, I was purposely pushing out that I could have been hurting people because I didn't want to admit that or whatever. And I was sexually.
One of the things that made me kind of turn around, because I was all like, oh, dude, that's fucked up. And then someone accused him of jerking off over the phone. And I'm like, how the fuck could you know that?
Yeah.
There wasn't FaceTime when he did that.
He must have just really liked jerking off.
Yeah. He talks about it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the signs are there.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
the really egregious one was he did it to someone who worked at NBC when he was writing for Conan. But he thought it was like, let's fuck in my office, like have sex on my desk at work, But she was really not into it and only did it because she's like, well, if I say no, then reprisal,
Right.
Right, so he would fuck them as well.
No, I think he was just a jerk off guy. But his idea of fucking someone at work on my desk is come into my office real quick, and then he just jerks off.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But he did. Yeah, I think.
It's
but
probably
and then
he
everybody
doesn't want
like
to get chlamydia or something. Like he's very. I guess he's a germaphobe.
Yeah.
But yeah, somebody tells some and women are rightfully in some cases defensive about the business because it is just a bunch of dudes and there are a bunch of shitty dudes. You know what I mean? And you're in a nightclub setting and people are drunk. You know what I mean? It's it's a precarious place for women to put themselves.
Shit, even
I'm not saying that's how it should be, but that's how it is.
in the offices of NBC, all the stories about SNL is yeah, we're doing coke off of Lauren's desk.
Yeah. But
it's a crazy fucking environment.
But then, I think some the we're playing the Chinese telephone, which is a hilarious concept of Chinese telephone.
What's
very
Chinese
funny
telephone?
Oh hell yeah, dude! It's
I've only known it ever as telephone.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Really dropped that off.
That means
Catch a tiger by its tail.
everybody. That means everybody I grew up. Everybody at the children's parties when I was a child were a birthday party. They were like, "I'm going to add Chinese onto the end of this to make it funnier."
Everything Chinese
more
is
obvious.
silly.
Well, he's like, well, yeah. What do you speak in Chinese? Because it sounds like nothing to me. But you stand people up
So at the end of a game of telephone, the last person ching chong ding dong bing bong. He's like, that's exactly it. That's what I said.
You line people up side to side. Somebody on this end whispers something into the ear of this person, and then he whispers it to the next person. And then you see how accurate. Sorry, I was off my. You see how accurate the message is by the time it gets to the end person, and the person on the end is Chinese.
We call it Chinese whispers.
What you call
That's
what?
probably a Chinese whisper.
We call it Chinese
You do?
whispers. Yeah.
But there is Chinese.
Yeah. It's always Chinese. I wonder why Chinese got dragged into
because they're
that.
mysterious.
I think they're also they're kind of standoffish, and for us, I mean, I think that's
They're very secretive because they take boy concubines.
yeah. Ugh. It made me think of the Dancing Boys of Afghanistan, and I got sad.
Yeah.
Dancing Boys of Afghanistan?
Yeah, they're
It was a huge, very popular piece of propaganda when we were in Iraq and shit.
What, is it just propaganda, or is it?
Well, I mean, it's real, but
Okay,
you
thank
can take real things and turn them into propaganda.
All the best propaganda is, but there's in certain places Islam is so sex segregated that they feel it is morally better to make boys dress up as women and dance for them and fuck them than it is to.
You can't get laid in the Middle East. You have to marry some bitch covered in towels.
Yeah.
Wow. And so, but that's
So you got to get your rocks off somehow.
but that means that someone's letting their son.
Well, they're human trafficking.
Yeah,
they
they're
are
not.
doing,
They don't have parents anymore. Come on.
Right.
their parents were killed.
Well, that's
after
worth going
9/11.
to war for and killing 1 million of them.
I think so.
Yeah. Well, that's. I mean,
I'm not going to back down now. I was there.
It is. That does make sense that it would be used as propaganda. But
Why didn't they just, all the Chinese babies that they threw into the Pacific Ocean? Why didn't they just sell them?
Yeah.
What?
You know how the one-child policy in China?
Yeah,
It's we need a male heir. The firstborn must be a male. So if the firstborn's a baby lady, they fucking break its legs and throw it in the water.
Why break its legs?
So it can't swim.
Just in case.
I don't know how advanced. It's Chinese. It's good at gymnastics. Might be good at swimming.
Oh god damn. That's what Chinese whispers originally was whispering goodbye to your daughter before
And then they survive. The comeback is what did I say to you last time?
Do you remember the secret I told you?
Oh, it's dark.
Just you're holding your baby daughter, but in front of a river. I'm gonna make a man of you yet.
It's a shame they didn't have trans back in those days because they could have just
Nah.
got up
Well,
on the
Mulan.
hormones, right?
Was that Chinese? Mulan?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I guess they did have trans back then.
There we go.
Yeah.
But it was more of like an economic thing, you know.
Yeah.
That's crazy. The whole one-child policy. That's wild.
That
yet
came out
they
of-
still have the largest population in the world.
Well, the reason they have the
Or-
one-child policy is because they would have fucking dozens of kids because their semen and cunts didn't match up right. So they would just keep having daughters, you know.
They say that. I mean, Mexicans were Asians, and I have to be Chinese, right? Because they act so much alike.
They do.
What? How?
They overbreed.
Well, Native Americans were Asians.
They're tiny little motherfuckers.
Native Americans look really Asian sometimes. It's crazy.
They do.
Yeah.
I completely agree. Yeah,
They got those eyes, dude. It's nuts.
they do.
Oh, by the way, Eskimos. And I don't care what they're really called, but Eskimos, they just look Chinese.
They do. But
They look like the Siberian.
But where were
Indians.
the Eskimos? They're like near bordering because there's a landmass. Alaska links with Canada. With Russia, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Is that where all the
Yeah.
Eskimos were?
Yeah, during the
because I
Ice
know
Age.
Russia.
That's where they came over, but they're like in the
There were
Yukon.
actually a couple of different land bridges. One of them was the Bering Land Bridge. And honestly, I think it's more of like it was the same area, but it was different times that the water dipped down. So the Bering Land Bridge is how the people came over and became the Indians in North America, you know? But a couple other times it happened, and people didn't come over, but animals did. And that's why you have like South American tapirs, and they're like the same thing as like a Southeast Asian tapir, you know?
What is it? Fucking taper.
It's like a pig with an elephant nose.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know what tapirs.
Yeah, I
They're
do.
so cute. I watch a lot of animal videos because I don't want to destroy my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're wild people, man. No one does anyone live like that anymore.
Like what?
Actually, no. I know that they do. Like
Mongolians
just
do.
completely off the land, you know, like and completely self-sufficient. Apparently, there's actually still like there's still hundreds of tribes in the Amazon that still haven't had human contact.
That makes sense.
Allegedly,
Hundreds?
yeah.
Really? I guess it's just a big
Apparently, they
fucking
found
place.
one about 2 years ago. They found a new one.
Were they hot? Were there any baddies?
They're
Corey,
they're Latinas, bro. There'd be a million of them. They're baddies. Apparently, one of the guys that made contact with them did a couple of trips back and forth, brought like food and a boat full of bananas and stuff. And then on his third trip, they just killed him. They're like, no, we've had enough of you,
That's
bro.
so funny, dude.
I wonder if
love
all the
that
women
shit.
on Sentinel Island look like Beyonce, and that's why they're like, no, these are for us.
I think it's very like. Sometimes you do have to look at like the psychotic, almost like stupid violence inherent in all people, and be like, that's one thing that we share. You know what I mean? Can't we all just get behind? I guess that's what we're doing, kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to go back to the pedophilia thing. We were talking about like the Romans and the Greeks, and the Japanese did it as well, where they'd like take male concubines or whatever. They would do it as like a rite of passage. It wouldn't be like 30-year-old men having sex with like an 8-year-old. You know what it would actually be is like so you're like 14, you're like in training to become an adult. You know, so as a rite of passage, some guy who's like 18 or 20 fucks you, and now you're part of the club. You know,
Right.
and they would kind of stop doing it. If you kept fucking guys past the age of like 21, they'd be like, "What are you, a fucking baby?
Yeah.
yeah.
You're doing baby shit. Cut it out, dude."
So like, then by the time they were 18 and they got their turn, they're like, I'm getting my fucking revenge.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It was cyclical.
Yeah.
And then, of course, when they're on like the Roman marches that they do, they'd fuck each other because it's like, ooh, I can't just rape Assyrians all day. I gotta
Right.
get some of that good old home pussy, you know?
That was the other thing. I was I think it was like a thing in the book Propaganda where he taught by Jacques Ellul, not the one by Eddie Bernays. That's psycho. But
Nobody knows what
he
you're
talks
talking
about the. I know, but for the listeners that are retarded, for the for the listeners that are currently masturbating in a DMV or whatever. He talked
For
about
Louis, we want to let you know which. Probably.
For Louis C.K., who's definitely subscribed to this podcast.
Friend of the podcast, Louis C.K.
He talked about a ritual crime as like a tool of like
Jacques Ellul, not Louis C.K.
Yeah, yeah. Although similar. But yeah, I think that was the thing I was thinking about with the Kirk thing is like with all the like lefties, like running to like celebrate and then defend it is what they were engaging in the ritual crime, which like propaganda uses a tool to like bond a group of people together because it's like you didn't do this, but you like it. You like that we hung this guy or whatever.
Yeah. It's
whatever we're doing.
You get their head chopped off.
You did that. And then you're kind of. It's probably similar thing with like Nazis is like we know that we're killing Jews or allegedly. I gotta really stop tipping my hand to be to a belief I don't have. But
yeah, it is really fun to do dog whistles, and then you're like, "Oh, I don't think people know I'm kidding."
But yeah, they I gotta stop doing fake Nazi dog whistles.
And start doing
But they,
real
like
ones.
they had, yeah,
I've never heard the
but they had
reference
to have-
dog whistle.
You don't know what dog whistle?
That's like a joke?
No,
Like
well,
saying
I mean,
a statement
lot
that,
of
that
them
you
are
don't
now.
know is true.
No, a dog whistle.
We
is,
do joke dog whistles, but like I guess Nick Fuentes does real dog whistles. I don't fucking know.
But he doesn't even do dog whistles.
No, he doesn't. That's the craziest thing.
The idea
they
would be
try
that,
to assign
Charlotte-
dog whistles to Nick Fuentes, and he's just saying his beliefs out loud.
So
what he
Nick
actually
Nick
feels.
Fuentes is like, so you have like the extremist that's saying the thing that he means, which is, you know,
Nobody does that.
and
that's
then-
why he's an extremist.
And there's people like further out than, you know, more like extreme
Oh, you know what was a
figures
dog
than-
whistle? I got a perfect, and it relates to Kirk. Is fucking Ben Shapiro saying, "I'll see you in Valhalla," and Valhalla is apparently a far right dog whistle. Be like, well, only white people go to Valhalla. You know?
Right, yeah.
Why would you say Valhalla? He was a devout Christian. Yeah, it couldn't be like a fucking cultural touchstone at all.
Yeah.
But
Someone who died valiantly in battle.
Yeah.
Ben Shapiro is a Jew as well.
I
Does that sound
love how
like
you
the-
said that.
Yes, officer, he's a Jew.
This guy's trying to get to the bottom of stuff.
He's not gonna say he's going to the same place as him, is he?
No. It was Kash Patel. It was the head of the FBI that said, "We'll see you at Valhalla."
Oh, yeah.
Ah, gotcha.
Who was an Indian man, I believe.
Interesting.
Anyway, yeah, that, like so they're like by saying
We don't know facts.
Yeah, by
I
saying
need fact. We don't have a Jamie
I
here.
spout headlines. That's all I do.
by being like if I could get you to participate in like a ritual crime, then you're like I can't stop what I'm doing because then I have to admit that I'm like part of a violent movement or something like that. You know what I mean? So now I have to. So it like it pushes you into this like place of continued acceptance of.
I understand that.
You know, it's pretty cool.
It's very funny
Yeah,
that-
it is.
It's a pretty cool thing.
It's so funny that either side tries to paint themselves as the peaceful party. Your parties,
Right.
you're inherently violent. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, you're trying to take control of like a violent, you know. You're like, well, we need to know who's at the helm of the violent murder machine that we built here. You know, which is
And they're
like-
not going to use it when they get there.
Yeah. None
Come
of
on.
them use it when they.
They promised they wouldn't. Why would you go back on a promise? It's there ready to use, but they're not going to touch the button and turn the keys at the same time. They never do.
Do you guys think that we'll get to a time and place where if there is some sort of revolution, we would like technology and stuff would be wiped out and humans would go back to basic living? And
No,
then
there's,
circling back to like the Eskimos and these like native tribes, do you think there'd be like we would just be all fucked because humans have lost so many
There would be
skills?
pockets of that, of very like remote places where they, like what's that movie, The Time Machine? H.G. Wells' The Time Machine.
Yeah.
Where everyone turns into Native Americans, but there's like New York City street signs plastering a big fucking
Interesting.
monument. We wouldn't get there because like Jungian archetypes, like once ideas get out there, they're kind of just in the ether, you know? Like if I got transported back to like medieval times, I'd be able to build a gun, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
But
Right.
if all the knowledge gets wiped out and it's just on servers that no one knows how to access, there'd still be glimpses of, like, we know how to make fires. That's the technology of that is so embedded in all human culture that like we're not gonna like be afraid of when a lightning strike hits a tree and it's on fire and then we worship it like a god. We know it's like, oh yeah, it's combusting, you know.
Yeah, right.
Even if we don't consciously know, there's like some sort of subconscious like instinctual thing about it that we've kind of bred into our like what is it, epigenetics.
Do you guys think, because I have a theory that, and this came from like doing a lot of ketamine and doing like
Smart.
Yeah.
a lot of ketamine and meditating.
Psychopharmacology. I'm into it.
Meditating on ketamine, and I had like a lot of, I don't know if it's like true visuals, but I felt like it was like downloads of things that had happened in the past and stuff. And I had this sense that the human civilization gets to a point where it advances, then it just self-destructs, and then it just goes on again.
Yeah.
And I've had this sense that, you know, where we're at now, there's been other generations before us on this same planet that have done the same thing. Maybe not in the same way, but have gotten as
like
advanced
Kali-Yuga
in other
shit.
ways.
Yeah, I mean, like North America was like there were metropolises when they found the Native Americans, and then they wiped them out with fucking smallpox.
Apparently, Mexico City, where was it the Incas, the Aztecs?
I think Aztecs, yeah.
They apparently it was more beautiful than any like Spanish European city.
Right,
It was just
And then they got jealous.
amazing.
Yeah,
we're gonna put our seed in you.
By the way, they're like,
And that was only what? How many? 500 years? How
Yeah,
many?
not that many. It's not even like a
700 years ago or whatever. It wasn't even that long ago.
Yeah.
You think about the Egyptians. That was thousands and thousands of years ago.
I think if you get enough agriculture going, you get to the point of like
and those
a
are their
government.
and that's their progeny driving by blaring music.
That's who was beating that dog.
They went from the.
It's also interesting that
Every time we wipe out our civilization, we rebuild it right back to that point. But now we have access to new resources and minerals and fucking technologies that are like, oh, we got a fucking TV and we can literally watch it recording our words. But like they were doing something like this, you know, even back before, like when they saw the lightning hit the tree and then a fire happened, they carved a picture of the fire that they were worshiping onto another tree. But there's no fossil record of that, you know.
Right.
And then eventually they got smart and started smearing blood on the wall of caves.
Yeah, they were like. I think there's always because like you think when I'm like on drugs, I'm like, why don't we just do this? You know what I mean? And you kind of think, like a utopia is like possible, but then you do realize you're like, because I think that they were like in like the Aztecs were in like some sort of like dreamlike ritual like state, but they were also like fucking cutting heads off and shit, which is
what was the
pretty cool.
Yeah, it is really cool. What is the ritual crime or whatever?
Yeah.
They had to do that.
They had to do that to keep this like
I can't
zonked out.
I
Like,
can't keep fucking separating corn from the husk all day without seeing someone's head roll down the steps.
Yeah.
I need some. We don't have TV yet.
Right. Yeah.
And apparently they wouldn't. It, like from what I understand is they wouldn't sacrifice their own people. What they would do is when they would fight other tribes, instead of killing them, they would capture them and then they would roll their heads.
Yeah,
down
that's
them.
apocalyptic.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Great movie.
But
Great fucking movie.
Great fucking movie. Like
When
one
they
of the
killed
best.
everyone-
Who would
Like,
have thought
so
that a movie
fucking
with
sick.
no dialogue could be so fucking cool?
Yeah. But like, it's crazy that Mel Gibson made that. You're like, this is like a work, like this is an accomplishment, like in the realm of the greatest films of all time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
When they get into the city, it's so fucking rad. Like what they were able to like put together.
That
It's fucking
movie
nuts.
and Forrest Gump are probably the two movies I've
That's
seen the most in my life.
That's the funniest combo.
Who hasn't seen Forrest Gump a
Apocalypto
million
and
times?
the shittiest movie of
My two favorite movies are Citizen Kane and Donnie Darko.
But it just got played 3 times a year on TV growing up. Forrest Gump.
Dude, I
You
watched
just
it every.
just-
Oh, I thought you were talking about Apocalypto. Every time it was on TNT, I'd watch Apocalypto.
Dude, me and my buddy would watch it. He was like 10 years older than me when I was in high school, and we would hang out and smoke weed and just watch
This
Forrest
is the
Gump
guy that
all the
was
time because we thought it was funny
fucking
because he's
your mom?
retarded.
Great fucking movie. Even the Vietnam scene was so good. Like this, all the different
Philosophically, it is a terrifying thing. That it's like because it's just like it's like the last thing like that a boomer sees is it like as they're like having a stroke is like them like shaking hands with JFK or something. Do you
After
know what I mean?
drinking too many
It's like
Dr.
this.
Peppers.
It's this horrible like boomer retard fantasy, and like they put themselves in like we did all this and we can barely even read. You know what I mean? It's like
Literacy
it's
rates
like-
are in the toilet.
but really, it didn't do anything. You fell into a bunch of money. You went to a war you barely survived that you didn't understand. And you barely interacted with black people. And if it was either they were dumber than you, or you were scolding them for trying to be improve their own political situation and fucking your white girlfriend. It's not even your girlfriend. I've gone off on a tangent here.
No, absolutely.
Speaking of Forrest Gump, though, that dude that they initially arrested and Cash Patel's like, we got him. You know, people were describing him as the Forrest Gump of psyops. Have you seen that guy?
Nah.
There's that dude who he's like, I did it and I do it again, and they arrested that
But
guy.
don't you think that guy's been bought and paid for? Like,
yeah,
if
he's a crisis actor.
right, exactly. And same, like I don't, I just think it'll be amazing if the kid. I know we're circling back to this, but if this fucking kid, whatever his name, that's been charged,
Tyler Robinson.
if he gets charged for this, I'm just gonna be like, wow, anything is fucking possible.
He's either gonna get charged or he's gonna
He's not seeing daylight ever
By the
again.
way,
He's going
did
to
you-
Florence
did you-
ADX Supermax. Dude.
Did you see that fucking?
He's going to hang out with Dylan Roof for the rest of his life.
This is probably the most important. I'm glad we have time for this. This is great. Did you hear about that guy that they caught? That hedge fund guy, that private equity guy. He was human trafficking and torturing women in the Upper East Side.
No shit.
Do you know about Red Rooms?
No.
Yeah.
There's like this urban myth that they live stream the torture and murder of women in these rooms, all painted red. And like sometimes they just torture them, sometimes it's a snuff film. This guy was doing that for real.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how much he was doing, but he was like.
I don't think he was like streaming or distributing it, but it was a red room, and he was electrocuting women's
there was
pussy.
a guy that
Yeah, he was-
escaped, wasn't there? Didn't they have a guy and he fucking?
Not this guy. This
Okay.
guy. Let me find out what
No,
his
this is
fucking name
recent.
is because I like blowing these motherfuckers
Wow.
This guy's still doing it.
up. But I was.
And so where do you live stream this stuff and not get caught?
Dark web.
And that's possible?
Yeah, I mean, there's no way to like. The technology to make things look real is so good now. It basically looks like the scene from A Law-Abiding Citizen where he chops that guy's arms and legs off after he gives him pufferfish toxin to make sure he stays alive but feels everything. You know?
Howard. Sorry.
No, I'm done.
Okay. Howard Rubin was the guy's name, and there's nothing to attach to either of those names.
And he's also a private equity billionaire.
Arrested
so
in Connecticut.
he can make it ghost fucking signal. Like he can just not get caught. By the way, they're not going to go after him because he's important.
Really?
Yeah, he was basically doing like American Psycho shit, which is so funny that Bret Easton Ellis just like channeled the reality of what was happening around him without unless he might have been just involved in telling
Yeah,
us.
he might have just known this guy.
This world is a sick fucking place. Man.
But it's like there's a guy. It's so crazy. I went to
Yeah,
Jeff.
but we were just talking about them sacrificing POWs and rolling their heads down the steps. Like we do this stuff. It's just we think repression is civilized, so now we don't do it in the open.
It's insane to be. I went to Jeff Epstein's mansion on the right next to Central Park. Have you been there?
I haven't. I really
there.
want to go.
It's crazy.
Corey
It's
went when
crazy.
it was hopping. He went when it was like the Weimar Republic.
Yeah,
When he was still living
yeah,
there?
no, it was like the
No,
other
I'm
day.
kidding. I'm trying to paint Corey as a pedophile.
And he
I thought
bought it. He was like-
visualizing you standing out the front, like watching, not
Yeah.
Man, I want to be in
participating.
there.
but I'm not young enough for a girl. No, it's crazy because there's
Having
like
so much FOMO, you're like, why didn't he pick me?
yeah. There's a fucking like statue of a demon skull like coming out of the fucking over the
It's, like,
over the fucking
carved
front door.
I need
of
the
fucking-
address.
Into the building. He's got a picture.
yeah,
of it.
it's 9. It's 9.
It's 666.
Yeah, it's 9 West 71st Street.
Oh, it's on the west side.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
right next to Central Park. It's like
Okay.
it's half a block away from Central Park.
Yeah,
Wow.
he works right next
Apparently,
to
it's
Central Park,
like
so
one
he just wanders
of
through
one
it
of the
every day.
most expensive.
It was a 7-story mansion. It's crazy.
Wow.
But it's crazy that you can stand there and go. You can stand there in front and be like, man, it's crazy that whatever 20 years, 15 years ago. There were children being trafficked in this place and being abused. And then you go, and then 3 months ago, 10 blocks that way, there was another guy doing that.
Yeah.
And
The
you're-
exact same thing.
another exactly this guy doing the exact same thing.
By the way, the
And you're
door
like-
that the like marble head that looks like Poseidon's wrath being fucking administered.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
insane. But the door is super duper tall. It's like a door for giants. And my immediate thought was like, why'd they make that door so big? They're only going to move kids in and out. It should be wide so they can fit more kids.
I was saying the when they busted this Howard Rubin guy, it's like, well, we got he's arrested. It's like, unfortunately, in an unrelated story, surveillance budget cuts at the Metropolitan Correctional Center have. We're probably not going to get that camera's not going to work either.
The only cell we have available is the one we put Epstein in, so he's going in there.
Yeah.
As if they didn't have the footage. Remember then when they released that footage of outside his jail cell, and there's that minute missing in the
Yeah.
footage.
Which where at?
So they have the footage of like the outside
Epstein's cell.
outside Epstein's cell.
Oh yeah.
And on this there's a minute missing.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, there's just a default in the camera. It just does this It's like bullshit.
By the way, there are not just like people that work in the jail walking around. It's like like a regular jail where there's like all the doors where the cells are, and then there's like a rec room with fucking lunch tables in the bottom. That's in the footage. And there's another staircase that leads to the same like terrace where the way that it's filmed, where the camera's placed, you can see the left side of the staircase, but if you just walk up the right side of the staircase, no one could see you go up there.
It's so fun. I just like imagining the guard like he could like it's like he can only see like Jeff. He can't see the guy choking him out or whatever, and just sees him
Just feet kicking.
He's pointing at the guy. He's like, Jeff, stop horsing around over there.
Jeff, quit playing.
I don't know what he's doing over there, but god damn it, I'm trying to watch The Voice.
Where do you guys think we are heading as a society? Like with all this fuckery, all this, it just feels like this is a bit doom and gloom. But this has just been on my mind a lot lately. Like I think the Charlie Kirk stuff brought out a sense of like
Impending doom, I guess.
impending doom and a bit of helplessness. Like what's going on here?
No,
What
I think people are just getting. This is what happens when you get older. Is you see this stuff, you don't care about it when you're in your teenage years.
No.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it ruins kids.
I did not-
All those kids from Parkland are fucked.
I've been able to stretch out emotionally processing 9/11 over 20 years. Now I have to do that in a day because I didn't have the tools to emotionally process it. Now I have the tools to emotionally process something. So when you see fucking, you're like, oh fuck, because you can immediately put together the implications of what you just saw.
Yeah, that's what
And you go,
bummed me out.
Oh, that's heavy, dude.
Yeah,
that
oh
ain't good.
god, the next 15 years are gonna suck.
Like where are we heading? What's going on? Is this
Well,
just
here's the deal. Do you remember when the war in the Middle East was happening?
Yeah.
And it's still kind of happening.
Yeah.
But like,
Remember
now. But like in the 2010s, after the fucking fervor died down, it's kind of boring, you know?
Yeah.
We're just gonna get to another boring stretch where we're just not paying attention to Abu Ghraib, you know?
I mean, that's the thing is like the
This is
Epstein,
happening constantly. It's just sometimes the news gets some morsels, you know?
the Epstein thing was so crazy and big, and we all had an opinion. And
We
now
all thought that was the turning point.
and now I'm like,
USA.
and now I'm like, I hear about this guy torturing women, and I'm like, Howard, what was it again? You're like, I just
What was
don't
his
have.
name?
Yeah.
Ah, whatever. This guy's a copycat. I don't care. What a hack.
Howard, Howard, what was it? Used to have a steen at the end of it. I'm sure.
Howard Hughes is electrocuting pussies? That's crazy.
He invented the plane. He's allowed to do what he's. He didn't do that.
He made the biggest plane that never actually flew. He can just destroy any genitals he wants.
You know, he would only fuck women through a Kleenex box. Yeah, that's how crazy he was.
Yeah.
Damn.
The guy would just have a bunch of milk bottles full of pussy juice around his mansion.
Yeah,
You gotta watch
I
The
think
Aviator. Great movie.
I do need to rewatch. I think that's what's going to happen. Is just like we'll be like another political, like Destiny is going to get fucking shot in the fucking head.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
That one will be fine.
That one's fun.
I'll be sad. No, like
At least there will be some balance. Jesus Christ!
I mean, that's the thing is like people are like
All
well,
the assassinations have been towards the right recently.
I
How the fuck did Obama not even have an attempt? That's crazy.
I know. What a great country this was.
I know.
Just a few years ago.
Because he fell in line. That's why. Because
Sure.
he didn't go against the.
Yeah, he let them do predator drone surprise parties.
He did whatever they wanted. He did whatever they wanted.
Yeah, I mean that's the
Apparently,
thing.
he dropped more bombs than they dropped in the whole Vietnam War.
Yeah, he also deported more people and built the cages at the border. You know?
Yeah.
And his birth certificate wasn't real.
He's a dirty Kenyan.
That's like just Trump complaining about the most innocuous part of his whole thing. You're like, he had board members from Citigroup in his fucking cabinet. You say, and you're like, and his mom was. Shut the fuck up. I was listening to a thing about the Council on Foreign Relations, and it was by this guy who was like a dyed-in-the-wool like commie, or like probably like a socialist, but a very far left guy. And even he this was I think in like 2015 maybe, because he was talking like he did a Q&A. He was like talking about his book, and he did a Q&A after, and he was like he had to admit he was like also Donald Trump is not like. Like people are not a fan of this guy. I mean, he said this in 2015. He was like, I think he's like a straight up fascist. But he like these like hyper capitalists are also not a fan of him because he could do a lot of chaotic things in like as far as they're concerned.
Yeah.
Also, they don't respect him because he's a nepo baby. He's just playing with Fred's money.
Yeah. There is a part of that.
It's like anyone in Hollywood that, like Tyler Perry, they don't respect black money, No, that's like a real thing. True. If you make your money on BET,
that's so funny that
you're not in the club.
That Donald Trump is the Medea of politics. But yeah,
I tried to do Medea in Donald Trump voice in my head. Can't do it.
You couldn't do it. It's too
It's
much.
too luscious.
Guys, send us.
Oh my god, it's foie gras with a pan sauce. You can't do it.
Yeah. Go to timetrappodcast.substack.com and send us your Medea Donald Trump impressions. Anyway, I think that's what's going to, because we like the hyper capitalist like. Let's invade a fucking country you've never heard of and use your money to fucking, annihilate people. The PR is getting way too bad on that. But the people that are doing it, they want that fucking money and they don't give a fucking shit about you. So there's going to be like political unrest because of that.
And what does that look like? What do you think that looks like?
Hopefully I'll never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the political unrest?
Yeah.
It's going to be a bunch of people complaining about the wrong things again.
Yeah. It's going to be a bunch of like retard.
It's going to be a bunch of birthers on the left. It's like, show us fucking Tyler Robinson's birth certificate. It's immaterial.
Yeah. It's going to be a bunch of useful idiot because
they're still trying to paint him as a groiper. What a pointless thing to do.
Yeah. The gay lib like college student like woman that is like an enemy of the people in a real sense.
They're all women.
It's them versus like the MAGA dipshits who are also useful idiots of some other of some other like retarded like they think that like if we just get like American like traditional family values back in the schools or whatever, like that'll it's like, no, these people will fucking kill you. Like, you're an idiot. You're not like traditional like conservative values are just not going to be able to stand up to this like monstrous thing. And I think Trump is kind of showing that. But yeah, it's basically going to be iterations of these two retard groups like fighting it out. And hopefully my goal is to just, hopefully I'll be by luck or circumstance, I'll just be not bothered by it. Like, if they want to kill each other in the streets,
I'll just stay indoors.
yeah, I'm not like, you know where I don't go? Fucking protest. I don't go. I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah.
I'm not going to a fucking, I'm not going to a rally. I'm not doing none of that.
I'm not risking getting hit by an errant bike lock. I don't care which side.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I'm fucking smiley. Fucking, yeah. I'm not like, it's like
They go down there like fucking the Jets and the Sharks, dude. It's ridiculous.
yeah, no. They're like, I went to the, we got fucking tear gas. It's like, well, where were you?
Were you near the tear gas? Because I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't catch nary a whiff of it. Where I was
Not
at.
even on the wind.
But yeah,
Yeah, sure as hell feels like we're heading into some crazy times, but I guess it's probably always felt like this, and maybe I'm just more in tune to it.
Yeah.
And I think also...
Plus, you're new to America. This shit.
yeah,
It's
it's way weirder to be close to it. Where you're
Yeah.
like,
Because the way you guys just are full political apathy. You know they're all fucking corrupt. You guys have like horrible voting turnout, So like, I kind of want to get there. I want to get there again. We were kind of politically apathetic in the 2000s, and it was so nice.
We actually have a good voting turnout because it's compulsory to vote.
it's compulsory.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
But you guys like don't vote for you guys vote for like Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. We'll vote for like the
Yeah, dude.
fishing party and stuff like that.
Yeah, you vote for which fucking which marsupials you like best, or whatever. Your elections are
Which
fake as
pouch
fuck.
are we going to be in for the next 4 years?
Yeah.
What do you guys even make money on? Do you guys have like
We got a lot of natural resources.
fossil fuels and shit?
No, but we got like a lot of mining and agriculture.
Yeah, didn't you work in mining?
What kind of mine?
Natural gas, iron ore, gold, silver.
Oh, really? Okay.
Lithium. Yeah, we got it all.
Isn't it a bitch to get that stuff out of the middle of the country, though?
Fucks me.
Yeah.
I worked in an iron ore mine and a gas plant, like where they would take the gas from pipelines in like central Queensland up to an island off the coast and turn it into liquefied natural gas, and then ship it to Japan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys do a lot of business in Japan, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're close by.
That's a wild thing. If you got 2 minutes, so
Yeah.
they did a.
Oh, yeah, we can go as long as we want.
Yeah, we
No
don't-
one's listening.
Yeah.
Well, the agents are, but let's let them have some fun
This is a
time.
podcast for agents.
So Australia has the highest. So we are the second largest exporter of natural gas in the world, and yet we have the highest domestic prices of gas out of any country in the world. Figure that one out. So what our government did is when they set up all these contracts to start fracking, extracting the gas in like the early 2000s, like mid 2000s. It was around 2010 they started doing all the fracking. I was on the gas plant in 2013. They didn't set up any deals where they would keep any of that gas for domestic consumption. So it all gets shipped off, and then we buy it back off Japan.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
At the global price. Is that not the most insane thing you've ever fucking heard of?
Why didn't we invade you guys for oil?
Yeah. I mean, that's really like I think what's going to happen probably is we're going to have to. We're like. I think it's very funny when the people are like joking about like annexing Canada and Greenland. It's like, oh no, you're coming. Like, you're already fucking here. You already like just by being near us, you're participating in kind of the ritual crime of our like domination of the global South.
I feel
so
like
we're fucking
Greenland's
doing
already
it. Like,
all the like research stations are run by America anyway.
that's the thing. It's like
Why would they want Greenland?
Natural resources.
Oh, there are a lot of
resources
resources there.
yeah. Once we finally melt those annoying fucking ice caps, there's a lot of oil and shit up there.
Yeah, I think there's like a bunch of
Theoretically,
agreements like globally to like let's not fuck with Greenland, let's not fuck with Alaska, you know.
But we're gonna, you know,
Yeah,
we're gonna take like, I mean, that's the answer kind of to like the immigration crisis is we're just
Send
gonna,
him to Greenland.
Give him citizenship, send him to Greenland, done.
That's
Dominate.
that's the answer to immigration is to drown every Mexican person alive.
Turn the Mexicans into Vikings.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I think they prefer to swim, bro. That's
They got long boats. They can figure it out.
But yeah, we're just gonna start like, it's not gonna be like annexing, but we're like North America and Greenland, like Mexico, U.S., Canada, Greenland, and Australia, and probably we're probably just gonna lose the UK to, like, that's just be like, that's somebody that's not close enough for us to give a fucking shit.
Yeah.
You guys don't, like, there's not enough like resources in a fucking whatever. So they'll be taken over by the opposing, you know, the ally. What do they call them?
European Union?
Yeah, whatever the fuck. Well, it'll just be like the continental, you know. But we're gonna have like 3 super states, 3 or 4 super states. That's probably what we're like right now. We're just kind of arguing about like who gets South America and who gets, which we'll probably end up with getting
More than
saddled with.
yeah. China will probably take a fair hunk as well.
Well, they'll take Africa. I think that's gonna, because it's.
Oh yeah,
you
they've
know,
already all their fucking, like, they do a bunch of coal mining there. They've bought a lot of like African land. It's crazy.
Yeah. So
Apparently they own a lot of American land as well, which personally I think it's crazy that any country is allowed to buy real estate or any land
right.
if you're not a
Well,
city.
countries
Yeah,
are
you-
private
yeah.
citizens now. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
they have voting rights.
Did you see that fucking thing? They found a fucking they found like a series of like basically like
Tunnels.
Yeah, a series of tunnels, Jew tunnels, more Jew tunnels. I mean, kind of not like tunneling through cyberspace, basically. No, I think they found like these empty apartments around Manhattan that were just being used for these like cell phone servers, essentially, that like they were like, it was so sophisticated that it could have like shut down like communications.
Wow.
like Fire Sale, like the shittiest Die Hard movie.
Kind of, yeah. And then they were, I think,
Sorry, second shittiest.
I tuned out of the fucking monumental threat that is before I couldn't.
Before I could think about it.
Yeah. Well, they were trying to decide if it was China or Israel that were doing it.
Well, I mean, like, there's the reason there's a housing crisis. I remember in Boston, it was like not even really even open secret. It was just open. It's a bunch of Chinese and Russian billionaire oligarchs buying up these fucking buildings, and they like stick some fucking prime minister nephew in it,
Right? Yeah.
so that they wouldn't get in trouble at first, and then eventually they would just go sit empty for
Right.
fucking years.
Yeah, and then we just have like more property off the market that American citizens don't have access to. And then
Well,
Not even just like the rich people could live in these fucking buildings and open up some of the
And
less
actually-
expensive stuff, and there wouldn't be as many homeless people. But they got to protect their fucking real estate interests.
yeah. I mean, that's
That's the scary thing of where we're heading to, I think, the most is if people are going to kill each other, whatever, the wars are going to go on, fucking whatever, we're going to turn into a 3 global state.
Yeah.
But if it gets to a point where, like, a whole heap of humans can't even afford to fucking put a roof over their head and put food on the table, then that's when... That's I think, is the most frightening part of where it feels like we're heading, because it does... You do have a sense of just a lot of people just being in poverty in 100 years'
Yeah,
time.
and we're not even allowed to do shanty towns anymore. They've made it so like people aren't like protected by the Constitution or whatever that like camping law that they totally just banned, like unconstitutionally banned in L.A. Like
Yeah.
at least in the fucking 30s, people could like construct Hoovervilles and have hobo
Right.
stew.
Yeah,
you know?
I could eat mulligan stew in a hollowed out shipping container. Yeah. That me and my wife live in. We're 70.
Sounds like the dream.
We're 70. We're covered in
Fucking
lesions.
that's the new American.
I mean, as soon as you
covered
said
in
stew, I
sores.
was like, I'm there.
stew's pretty good.
We both had to work at the plant. Now our skin doesn't fucking our skin is like
You know the
rotting off.
Crepe paper.
the demise of wages directly correlates to the demise of union memberships as well.
Yeah.
So like in the 70s and 60s, 70s, and 80s, the union membership was like about 90%. 90% of workers were unionized, and you could support a family off one wage.
Right.
And then the decline of unionism and the stagnation of wages is like the line is like perfectly aligned.
That's what in that book. The book was that I was talking about earlier. It's called Wall Street's Think Tank. It's about the Council on Foreign Relations. But I forget the guy's name. But if you look into if you look into this at all, you'll be able to find it pretty quick. But he was like the leader of the labor movement in the United States, and he was he was a member on the. A member of the Council on Foreign Relations, and you're like, oh, there's not a bigger way you could have fucking sold people out. You're literally aligning yourself with these hyper capitalists, like, like power brokers. That's fucking psychotic. Like I mean, that's the one thing about like when you talk to like, because like you're like a conservative guy, but you're like kind of lefty.
Yeah. Because Australia is weird. They're different political.
But that's the thing is like it's why it's so shitty and annoying talking to leftists because they're all fucking dumb as shit. It's really annoying to be like, you have right ideas, but you're so fucking stupid about it that you're ruining the movement just like by you fucking being involved in it. You know, but they're like complaining about like unionism, and you're like you're like a child that just learned about this problem yesterday, and you have no fucking clue like
new words.
How deep and horrible this gets. You know, I mean, it's really like fucking.
So you're using your word a day calendar, and we can all tell.
Yeah, you're like, you need to unionize, and you're like, for fucking what? What the fuck are you doing? And that's
for what wages? They don't fucking exist. I don't really know anything about the history of the unions being broken up and the like those two graphs being a fucking overlay of each other. But like it kind of feels like the unions were busted up because the people in charge of them were corrupt. But it's fine to be corrupt. Be fucking have some class about
Spread it around, motherfucker.
Spread it around. But like it's like if you're a drug dealer in South Central LA, don't buy a fucking 60s Cadillac and put fucking
right.
Whatever what was it makes it go up and down.
Hydraulics?
Yeah, don't put hydraulics on your car and drive past the police station. They're gonna bust you.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like go ahead and be corrupt. We're all corrupt. We're all we're siphoning money out of the fucking the pension plans of everywhere, but don't fucking ball out on it, or we're gonna come bust you up.
That's the thing. Why it doesn't really hold. You're like we don't want to. I don't want to stop manufacturing Tomahawk missiles, but I'd like to have a good dental plan while I do it. Like, that's just not gonna work. You know what I mean? Because you're sowing your own demise, dude.
Yeah.
So. But again, the world it really has to do with I think people are dumb as fuck, and I like them, but it's like we're not gonna figure this out, and even if somebody does figure it out, there's just this block of retards that you just can't. You're no matter what we do, you're running into a block of retards that are so like. I mean, that's kind of the thing where you're like. They're so fucking stupid and negligent that they're like, oh yeah, he was shocking women's pussies next door, and I didn't notice that. Do you know what I mean? Or what, like,
do you think that a utopia exists, or do you think it ever has existed on Earth?
I think,
or do you think it exists?
Yeah, it's called Little St. James.
It's on the Upper West Side. There's two of them.
Anyway, what?
Do you think a utopia has ever existed or could ever exist?
I think it was good. I'm biased because I'm part of the mud people.
What's the mud people?
Indians. I think when we were like tribal, like small nations, I don't think anything should get too big. Politics sucks because politics is like the way to control large groups of people. It's like no large groups. Yeah. Fucking Greek city-states. Everyone should kind of find their tight-knit group.
Govern themselves in their own.
Yeah, I feel like those were utopias. I feel like the North American native states were utopias. You know, not because there were no problems, but because it's like we all fucking kind of know what we're doing. We're all working towards something. No one's depressed. No one's fucking laying on their couch every day because they can't face the world. You know,
right.
couldn't do it. You die.
Yeah. Also, they didn't invent couches. They didn't know about couches.
Yeah?
You know that? The
There we
Native
go.
Americans didn't. We got here and we were like, "Do you guys have a couch?" And they were like, "A what?"
You know what? It's like, kill him immediately.
You talking about a horse? That's
I can't even look at you. I'm gonna cough on you, you son of a bitch.
cough on you.
Take these blankets, turn them into a couch. Fuck you.
That's my,
Yeah.
that's my conspiracy theory is that all the Native Americans that died of smallpox were just bug chasers.
They wanted to give the gift.
Damn. No, like there's the problem with that is like you're even now with like this like global surveillance monster, you still like they're gonna I guess it hasn't happened in a while, but they were like which means we're due for one. There was that story where they were
an
like
Ice Age.
they were like oh, we found this this farm cult of people that were just having sex with animals. That's what they were into. They met each other online. And
Oh,
they
Mr.
just-
Hands?
Was it Mr.
No.
Hands? No, but it was one. I think. Yeah, it was.
It's just fun reference.
But yeah, they were, and then so you're like. I think that's the thing is we're, like probably the reason why there was like tribal warfare is like I'm sure some of it has to do with like resource acquisition and stuff, but some of it was like I met these guys and they're all fucking dogs, so we have to go wipe those people out. Like it was
We're
like
gonna kill the
it's-
dog fuckers
Yeah,
because we like dogs, but not like that.
yeah.
I just saw something that I think it was Antarctica or one of these places.
Can you not say it right? You're making us look bad. It's Antarctica.
Antarctica.
There's no sea in the middle.
Isn't there?
No, not in America.
Oh,
I'm
Antarctica.
pretty sure there is.
We took the
No,
sea.
we're just retarded.
We took the sea out of Antarctica. We put it in America.
They've just in their last cold season they've just accrued like 500 billion pounds of ice. That's the first year that they've actually grown and expanded ice, and so it goes against the whole global warming theory. And it's funny that you talk to people. Some people actually think that we're not heading into a heating phase in the planet. We're actually heading into an ice age.
Right.
Yeah, we should be, but we're actually the greenhouse gas is keeping us from going into an ice age. We're skipping the ice age.
Which is good. That's the thing where people are like,
If you're a humanist, if you believe in the progression of the human race, good. Let's not go into an ice age.
yeah.
Would we not survive an ice age? You think?
It would be devastating.
Would the whole world
We'd
be
survive
ice?
it? But dude, the global population would plummet.
But would the whole planet be covered in ice? Is that how it would work? Would there still be hot sections
No.
around the equator?
No,
The sections around the equator, just like the last ice age, but it would cause a lot of problems with the ocean temperature and like storms. You know,
and displacement of people.
all the stuff they're talking about, how like low-lying coastal areas are going to get too hot for people to survive. Yeah, but if the ice age comes, then they're going to have insane storms, and they'll just get wiped out by tsunamis anyway. There were crazy bad storms during the ice age. Our fucking global weather was fucked.
That's the thing I always think about when people are like, because it is obvious. I mean, I don't know, probably not for you, but because Australia is not like a winter wonderland. But here we all know,
Christmas
like,
and summer, you fucking weirdo.
like I remember winter 30 years ago. I remember it, and it was much different than it is now everywhere. You know? What
yeah,
I
I
mean?
remember the cold.
I remember
it's like fucking Game of Thrones.
and I remember
dude.
like serious snowstorms where like blizzards that were like 5 feet, 6 feet of snow and shit.
Yeah, I lived in upstate New York. The fucking nor'easters, they create fucking like snow dunes in my yard. It was crazy.
And now it's just like it's hardly snows at all here. Like last winter, like hardly snowed fucking at all.
mild winters.
And it's getting like milder. I mean, it is still like
I missed
I've
Louis
lived in.
C.K. at the Garden because there was a bad snowstorm, but that's the only one I've seen recently.
I moved away from Wyoming for a few years, and then I came back, and I was like, "Oh fuck, these are serious up here." I have been living in a milder place, but it's still like, they're not what they used to be or whatever. But they're like, people are like, "It was so nice when it was used to snow," and you're like, "Yeah." They were also like 5 times as many homeless people would die every winter.
Yeah.
And they're like, I've only had to clean up 3 rotting homeless corpses. That's not. I miss it when I was a
Oh
kid.
man, I miss the bumsicles.
I miss when you had 60, 70 stiff bodies lining the streets.
Don't you remember back in the day, Winter Wonderland? They're playing Silver Bells at the mall. You go visit your grandma; she's been eaten by her cats.
Yeah, dude, do you remember in It's a Wonderful Life when he runs out, he's running off the bridge and he trips over 17 fucking dead hobos?
He tries to jump off the bridge. He just lands on a pile of men.
That's why they have to be drunk all the time. They have to, like, I mean, I think that's probably a problem too.
Gotta
Like,
get your skin flushed.
yeah, you gotta, you know, the guy of the Titanic that drunk. He was
Leo?
drunk when it sank, and he actually survived because his body temperature was like, because he was like too hammered to freeze to death.
No
for the amount of
shit.
ti-
So
yeah.
alcohol does warm you up.
No, it actually cools you down, but his insides are the same temperature as his outsides.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I don't know the science at all.
It sounded great. Though.
Yeah, I can bullshit my way out of that. Doctors love me. I pretend I know anything about medicine.
But that's the thing. I like they hobos used to be able to, like, you know, be whiskey drunk and maybe survive the winter, and now they're all on fentanyl, and that does nothing.
No, it doesn't create a hard outer shell at all.
And you stop moving completely, which that's when the cold really gets you.
Yeah. Drunk hobos would jog.
We designed a drug that makes it impossible to zip your jacket up.
You don't have the motor skills to wrap yourself in blankets.
Nightmares. You live in do you live east side or west side?
East.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice. You're not probably dealing with a lot of.
We were surprised it took you so long to get here. Upper East Side's not that far, but you're fucking dodging cars.
Yeah. An hour and 15. It wasn't too bad. I also left a little late. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. We decided pretty early today that we're not doing anything. So
Nice. Yeah, I'm not doing shit tonight, which is nice.
We just record for the rest of the afternoon.
what is the
Let's do a 6-hour podcast.
Oh, by the way, I was going to say this is let us know whenever you have to leave. But,
I don't have to
or
leave.
whatever. We could do a hella long one. We haven't done a long one in a grip. I was reading about there's like a movie that I want to watch, but I don't want to spend the time. I'll just read the plot.
It's sweet, Todd.
The plot summary on Wikipedia. It's the greatest thing, dude. The plot summary on Wikipedia, because you're just like, I just watched that movie. It took me 10 minutes.
Who needs
you do that?
ChatGPT?
You
I do
actually-
it all the time, dude.
That's crazy.
All the time. Yeah, because
You know what's great about reading the Wikipedia plot summary? If it's a good movie, you'll go watch it anyway.
True.
And if it
Completely.
stinks, I already saw it.
Yeah,
with
exactly.
My eyes
So
on
this-
the page.
Did they give away too much though in the plot summary?
Absolutely.
They give the whole thing away.
Right.
Yeah, I saved my time.
It describes the movie. That's why I do it because I'm like, I just want to know. So like today is The Notebook. I was reading
The movie, The Notebook.
the movie The
Yeah,
Notebook.
with
like the
Rachel
old.
McAdams
That's a
and-
great movie. You've never watched it,
I'm-
He's not gay, dude.
yeah.
dude? I've watched it so many times.
Yeah, you're gay. Being gay is different south of the equator.
I think if you've
You guys fuck with your asses in the other direction. You swirl counterclockwise, anti-clockwise. Sorry. But do you say counter or anti-clockwise?
anti-clockwise,
Fucking weird.
You really say that?
yeah, anti-clockwise.
That's
You call it
crazy.
counterclockwise?
Yeah.
Counterclockwise.
See? You get to call us gay. We're doing fucking different constellations up here. Fucking homos
so
we are.
funny.
Anti-clockwise.
I don't know what the Southern Cross
That
is.
fucking pisses me off so bad.
The annoying thing is the British say anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise.
Get with the program, Brits.
Yeah, we're just gonna go anti-clockwise. No, I fucking hate.
I can't
counterclockwise.
stand this with the way you guys spell things as well. Like when I use ChatGPT.
Oh, we don't use
here,
enough U's for you?
I'm like, please do it in British English, not American English. It's
Like I know like
Is
flavor.
it harder to read?
no, it's just the same thing. It's just like you call mum M-O-M, you mom.
Mom.
It's mum.
Man.
M-U-M.
We almost do an
No,
A
because she's a
sometimes.
mommy. She's not a mummy.
She's not wrapped in
We
toilet
say
paper.
mummy.
Yeah, that's why you guys are gay.
Mom is short for mother. It's not mother. Like it's
Mother.
Yeah.
That's
You're
actually
doing
that's
some-
actually
You guys
true.
were all raised by Bela Lugosi. You fucking
Yeah,
rapists.
you're doing.
I've actually
you're
never
doing,
thought of that, 'cause
You're doing
you-
some. This is why. This is this is why you're like. I'm gonna pull you over to being an American. Like
I'm gonna pull you over on the
exceptionalist.
highway and beat you. That's what we do here.
Yeah, I'm gonna curb you, dude.
There we go.
By the curb. You fucked with the wrong bull.
all that British shit. That's German shit. That's what I don't like about it. You like mum is like muddy. Muddy is like that's German. That's what they use for mum or mommy.
yeah.
Moody. So you guys, we got away
Well, now
from
they
that.
use whatever fucking Middle Eastern shit.
Yeah, yeah. Now it's Muhammad.
Yeah, mum is short for Muhammad, dude.
Damn, dude, they are getting overtaken.
Man, do you guys got muzzies down there?
Yeah, we got heaps.
Heaps of Muslims. That's what we're gonna call this.
We got heaps muzzies.
3 or 4. Too many.
So many. God, it's an invasion.
We have a.
They built a mosque on the Great Barrier Reef.
We got a lot of Indians. I don't
Well,
know. Are
everyone's
they
got a lot of
Muslim? No,
Indians.
they're Hindu.
You know, who has less Indians.
Yeah.
India.
Well, some of them are. Some of them are
we
like.
got a lot less Indians in India now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pick up some words we spell differently.
You ever seen a Mexican in Australia?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
we
they
got,
get around
We
it.
got a big Latin community.
Man, that's a long swim.
I'm a big fan of the Latin community. I think like Mexican, Central and South Americans, I think they merge really well into culture. I
Yeah.
think they're nice people.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're
And they-
addicted to work. They're like Chinese
Yeah.
people, but Chinese people are so insular.
And they're Christian. I don't know if that makes a difference, but I think they merge better with the Christian society.
Yeah.
Somehow. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
all like global commerce is pretty Christian, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, not actually, but yes. It is.
Well, I mean, they get fucking 6'2" white guys to just wear a suit in Japan, and that's their job. They don't even say anything.
that's
during
so
the meeting.
funny.
Yeah,
dude.
we do
I love
add
that
U's
shit.
to everything. So we spell color COLOUR.
Yeah.
Favorite is FAVOURIT.
It's fucking superfluous U's.
Yeah.
All those U's should go into superfluous.
All right, we spell litre LITRE. You spell it
yeah.
litter LITER.
Well, there's no two R's.
All right.
Also, by the way, I found out that
It looks more like lighter. The, way
The reason we
spell
spell color that way is somebody misspelled it in a very early and very popular dictionary.
it. That's very fun.
No
So
shit.
It was just a fuck up.
It's
that
just
we
because
never,
Americans are dumb.
Everything is.
guys are fucking retarded.
Everything
Oh,
is
we're
a-
just gonna keep it.
I didn't spell wrong. Fuck you. You Oxford pussy.
Our entire culture is just things we fucked up and refuse to take any accountability for.
So we
That's
put
why we're
It's
like.
the American way.
we put 2 L's on a lot more things than you guys as well. So traveler, we have 2 L's. Fueled is 2 L's. Oh, but then fulfillment, you guys have 2 L's. We only have 1 L. That's interesting.
Strange.
Enrollment, we have 1 L. You have 2 L's. Anyway, that's enough.
Damn.
Boring. Yeah, you're really fucking slamming this one. I thought we were going to do 3 hours.
No, dude, I love having a boring ass part in the middle.
No, I heard that the only reason, like, the Brits drive on the left side of the road is because, like, we're not doing it like the fucking Americans.
Right, because we like, yeah. We
What is
kind
it? Well,
of-
Europe's the left side as well, isn't it? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Australia's
they
the
don't
left
count. They're
side.
fucking wackos. But you just do it because you're British fucking
Everything.
colony, basically.
Yeah.
Do you don't drive now, do you?
I've driven like 3 times since being in New York.
In Manhattan?
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't mind it.
Do you have a car?
I
Nah.
can't do it.
Just if I hire a car.
If you
I hire a car every now and again. And every
like
now and
rent a
again.
car?
Yeah, rent
See,
a car.
they say different stuff.
You don't say hire a car?
Well, if I hire a
Fucking
car,
idiot.
that I would assume that you're
Lives
saying
in a
I'm
flat.
hiring a driver. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Like getting an Uber.
Yeah, you're not.
Yeah.
You're not.
Yeah, I don't mind
The
driving.
car isn't your employee.
Technically,
Not
it
cars
is.
of people.
Thousands of people in
You
Australia.
do you have a car here now?
no,
No, I got rid of my car.
Oh, you got rid of your car? Okay. You don't need a car in New York. It just could be crazy to hold one.
I held on to it because I thought we were going to do a lot more road stuff, and we just ended up staying here.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, anytime we leave, we could we know enough people with cars.
That's
Yeah.
It's funny if like people don't know what I'm talking about as a comic. There's like we're going to do a lot more road stuff. Driving?
Yeah. But did you? I assume you drove a lot in.
Oh, yeah,
Australia,
every
right?
day.
That's like a
You got-
drive heavy.
Oh, you
fucking-
gotta.
Yeah. I had a motorbike.
Oh, hell
Oh shit. Okay.
So
What kinda-
I rode a motorbike and I had a car as well. Mostly I would just get around on my bike.
yeah. You ever do like a long ass trip inland on your bike?
Yeah, it's a fucking pain in the ass.
Oh yeah,
It's so
dangerous,
uncomfortable.
dude.
It's so uncomfortable. My bike was not like a comfortable bike.
He was like a ninja
was a
or some
kangaroo.
shit.
yeah. Real rough ride.
It's
I ripped
very
the-
cheap.
Yeah.
I ripped the legs off a kangaroo and replaced them with tires.
I had a Royal Enfield, so that it's like not like a. You really want like a cruiser bike where you're
Yeah.
like sitting up straight. This bike you were like leaning
Fucking
over.
You're
the
leaning
ride.
over the fucking thing. Yeah, like
Yeah,
a
your fucking
ninja or
nuts are
some
getting
shit.
crushed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was so fun, man.
They're great. I fucking love riding motorcycles.
It's addictive. It's
Yeah.
and I had the Bluetooth speakers in my helmet,
Oh,
so
that
you
rules.
just crank music and just.
That's the fucking
It's
best.
so much fun. There's
Are
nothing
the cops
better.
annoying with bikes in Australia? Because I know you got the bikies down there, so there's definitely a reason.
Well,
them
they
to get testy
dismantled the
with them.
bikies. They made it illegal to ride in a. This is how fucking nanny state we are. We're such bullshit. They made it illegal to ride in a group of more than like 3 bikes.
Oh, that stinks.
Well,
Yeah.
I
You
think
guys don't have bike rallies? That
the
seems
warning
like
sign-
Australian bike rallies would.
But
kick
also,
ass.
like,
the warning sign that you might be fucking pussies is you calling a motorcycle gang the bikies. You can take your bikey and we're gonna dismantle your bikey.
You take your bikey, you're gonna curb a fucking Vietnamese person.
but like, if you're, they were like,
Although
if
when
you're
they say
exporting,
curb, they mean fuck a dog or something.
If
I don't
you're-
remember your joke.
if you're traveling with drugs on you, I mean, the worst way to do that would be ride in a group of like 30 motorcycles.
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
completely fucking retarded.
But like, did they pull motorcyclists over? And even if you're not riding in a group, it's like, you know those guys?
No, so that you could tell who was a bikie growing up. There was a lot more of them. You would see them all the time. They would always ride in groups, and there would always been Harley Davidsons.
Yeah.
and they would wear like the leather jackets and stuff. And they had
Badass.
clubhouses and
Badass.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
fucking dope, man. It's a cool culture.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
It's
Now-
that's cool culture here.
Now bikies in Australia are more like these dudes who have fucking neck tats and they've juiced up on fucking roids and they shave their heads. They kind of all have this one look.
Yeah.
And they
it's
they all
just
ride and drive in really hot cars and fucking have hot women.
So it's just like a bogan
Kind of, yeah.
on
yeah.
a fucking motorcycle.
Kinda
but
like
they don't
the-
even ride motorcycle.
Right.
Oh, that's gay.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
sucks.
It's a bogan in a Kia Soul.
Yeah. A juiced up bogan in a
Yeah, they have a fucking they have like a giant meth problem there, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
It's coming
That's
around
if you
finally.
if you
Yeah.
got the land to do it, you will make meth.
It's been a problem for ages, but it's a lot more prominent in like poorer areas, like
Plus, you
country
guys are so
towns.
connected to Japan. I'm sure you got it as quick as we did.
Does it come from Japan?
Yeah, there's a Japanese chemist invented meth.
There we go.
They gave it to the kamikazes.
We the highest use of cocaine out of any country in the world is Australia.
That's crazy.
yeah, but all your coke is garbage stepped on though.
It's been really good over the last few years.
Ooh.
Yeah,
It's been really.
it's been really good. I don't know.
Finally, the
I don't
what
know.
you calling it
I don't know what
enthusiasts.
these cartels are doing, but congratulations,
Keep
guys.
it
You're
up,
fucking.
boyos. That's why you like Hispanic
Dude, I think
people.
that
Yeah.
I think the pandemic probably did a lot of good for the drug trade.
100%. But
Because you're like, well, you can't like go out and you can't like go do anything. You're like, well, I can stay in and do something.
I can OD at home.
Dude, does this happen in America? Like, so there'll be like every month there'll be like a big drug bust, and there'll be like 1,000 pounds of coke, and it's the only time that they shut the comments down on like the news YouTube
Yeah.
clips, because when they don't, it's like, for fuck's sake,
I was that guy that has my name on it.
god damn, fuck you guys. Does that happen here?
I don't know if they shut the comments down, but they do that thing. Like the TSA used to do it all the time. It's like, look at all the stuff we seized. And then you find out later they put that shit through the fucking machine. Like they're lying to us.
Yeah.
But no, we do killer drug busts in America. And every time you see like a local sheriff posing with the drugs like he's the drug lord. It's awesome.
Yeah, the Cocaine
really
Cowboys,
wanna
that documentary Cocaine Cowboys, that was
Yeah.
phenomenal.
I haven't
How
seen that in
Miami was
fucking-
basically built off cocaine
Absolutely.
and cartels.
Yeah.
Wasn't one of those sequels in Australia? I thought you guys had Cocaine Cowboys.
I'm not sure. I haven't seen it.
Well, you guys had real cowboys. You had Ned Kelly and shit.
Yeah.
That guy's awesome.
Bush Rangers, we call them.
Yeah.
Bush Rangers,
Okay,
dude.
just call 'em cowboys.
Fuck yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
they were gnarly.
Sounds
dude.
much better.
Yeah. Well, we called them puss hounds. That's fucking sick, dude.
Yeah, we call them pussy getting savages.
Dude, Bush Rangers way better than cowboys.
Did you guys grow up learning about Ned Kelly?
Not
no,
not grow up, but like we heard about him at some point.
and how he fucking put the armor on himself.
Yeah, dude,
and
he did it like the Hollywood fucking bank robbers. It was
badass
awesome.
shit, man.
but-
Heath Ledger, rest in peace.
Yeah, when I was,
he did a great
yeah.
job in that movie.
Dude, that's right.
I like the.
Yeah.
I like
We gotta watch
my buddy when I was like 16 showed me the Mick Jagger, Ned Kelly, which is heaps better, as you would say. As
Man,
you
that
fucking
took you a
faggots
long
would say.
time to say.
The Heath Jagger, Ned
No,
Kelly?
Mick Jagger from the Rolling Stones.
Mick Jagger?
Yeah, he played Ned Kelly in a movie that came out in 1970 called Ned Kelly.
No shit.
It's
Okay.
so fucking good, dude. The movie is like fun. It's a good movie for like a 70s western. But the soundtrack is entirely written by Shel Silverstein, the like children's author, and it's entirely sung by Waylon Jennings, and it is
That sounds amazing.
it is so, like it's a funny like you have to watch it. It's so fucking
right.
good, dude.
Okay.
But yeah, and then like he showed me that mostly because he was like, this soundtrack is dope. You should check out this movie. And then I was like, well, who the fuck? So I like read some books on Ned Kelly and stuff when I was like in high school.
We loved him because we call him a cowboy. Like we have the mythology of a cowboy in America, so we connected on that.
Yeah, and also like I'm in Wyoming at the time, so like my entire culture is like Western, like
Yeah,
cowboy.
dude.
I'm
when I
on
was growing
ranches
up,
and shit. You know,
they
what I mean?
do
We're around
cowboy
cowboys.
days in downtown, and they'd have guys with fucking blanks shooting each other, falling off buildings into crash pads.
So
It
were
was
there,
fucking awesome.
did those days happen? Like, were they, like the cowboy days, was it more like focused against cowboys versus Indians? Was that the whole where it all sort of came
No,
from?
it was all like shootouts.
shootouts.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were like the Cowboys weren't like
They don't do like Civil War reenactments where they scalp Indians.
Yeah.
That'd be cool as
That would
shit.
be cool as fuck.
The
Indian-
powwows are a lot less cowboy focused.
The Indians were fucking crazy, dude. Like
They're
I,
wackos,
I
though.
read that book Empire of the Summer Moon, and it was like the last Comanche tribe.
Yeah.
And he goes into like 500 years of history. Dude, those guys were fucking phenomenal fighters.
Comanches were wild.
apparently
That's why we had to
from like
kill
the
them all.
age of like
Yeah,
from the
they're
age
too
of
good.
from the age of 12, they could like shoot a dime. I think is that a dime or a quarter?
Yeah.
Basically,
Like an acorn.
a quarter. Yeah, exactly. Off from like 30 meters away. On horseback with an arrow,
Yeah.
and they could fire like 10
Yeah.
arrows every couple of seconds.
That's why they were so fucking great. They were like Mongolians, dude.
Yeah, man. Ultimate warriors. Apparently,
I'm super into archery. It's
Yeah.
my fucking Indian blood.
I think that is the reason. Like, not only like do I think it's a reason why like our like that time period. Maybe the reason why like American culture is dominant is that like having that like imagery that was real of these like Native Americans who look badass a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Back then, now they don't, but they did.
Yeah, now they're
They
fat
look
and they have
fucking
diabetes.
sick.
really.
Yeah, dude. They all look like me with fucking red skin. It
It's
sucks.
crazy.
Is it? Do any of them live traditionally in America anymore?
Not really. I mean, like, there's a lot of tribes that are super into keeping the culture and the language specifically alive. Like, my mom went to our reservation in Montana, and she went to get her registered nurse, and she had to take like elective classes. She learned some of our language. She doesn't fucking remember any of it, but
And this reservation isn't their original native land because their native land was right everywhere, right? The reservation is where they all got put to.
yeah, most reservations. I mean, like Cherokee don't even really have a reservation.
The way you said that, you said my mom went to our reservation. It sounded like you were saying like she went to r/reservation. My mom went on Reddit to learn Algonquin.
Yeah, my mom went to a subreddit to get her RN.
That fucking real sorry.
That's how bad the benefits for the reservations are. It's like, we have a subreddit now. That's what the government's allotted us.
We did the same thing with the indigenous. We put them on missions. We called them missions.
Same deal.
Yeah, where they gave them land and they we built them houses or whatever.
Aren't all the Aboriginals? Well, I don't know what the fucking nice word is. Aren't all the abos with 6'5" meth heads down there?
I don't know too much about the meth problem, but I know that there's a big alcohol problem.
Well, yeah, here too. I mean,
because I don't know, like
they're into meth. It's more alcohol.
Is it the same with the Indians? Because they don't. I think biologically
They don't have the
they're-
gene to process.
Right.
Because we came over on the Bering Strait, we're like Chinese people.
Right.
Yeah.
It's sad. But
They also have the gene to where alcohol acts as what's the thing that you have?
Oh, like where it's like a stimulant. Yeah.
It's like a stimulant, but it has like the fucking opioid response.
yeah.
And that's why it's such a
Feels
fucking
real
problem.
good.
What, you have that?
Yeah.
Well, he's Mexican.
Yeah.
Ah.
But
And I'm native,
like,
so I'm just
no, like that's that. Like, I think the real like alcoholism comes is like the genetic aspect of it comes down on my dad's side.
Yeah.
And he was not native.
You know what's crazy? Well, he's Mexican, so he's mestizo. Just kind of native.
My dad? No, my dad was white.
Oh, wait. Who's
My mom's Mexican.
Oh.
I didn't know that about you.
Oh, your dad's Irish. Never mind. That makes up for it. Fucking.
Yeah, and they are like everybody loves it. They're like my grandpa didn't drink, but that's because his dad drank like a motherfucker. And you're like, okay.
Just skip the generation like bad eyesight or balding.
Yeah, he made the decision like that's the only way you don't become an alcoholic is you have to.
Yeah.
You can't drink until you're 30. That's
I know. I almost was like, as a kid, I was like super into dare. I'm not going to drink or smoke. And then 16 rolled around. I was like, fuck, I live in a small town. What else am I going to do?
Yeah.
Yeah. You always have a great idea until you get fucking bored out of your noggin.
And then my mom started buying us 30 racks of Bud Light to go camp in the woods and get fucked up. What a bad influence, my mother. She was awesome.
How did you guys get? How big of a city would you grow up in?
Brisbane, like I think it's like 3.5 million.
So you were like city.
City, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Well, we would just get alcohol. Like you can buy alcohol at 18. So if you were like 16 in high school and you had a friend that had a beard, which was me, but like everyone had a man-child friend. You know, you could walk.
We would do that in New Hampshire.
You could walk into the right bottle shops and they'll sell it to you. They just won't even ask.
We call them package stores.
We call them bottle
our bottle shop.
Bottle shop.
Bottle-O's.
That's yeah.
Fun. You know, those add-ons and stuff.
Were you guys getting fucked up a lot?
Oh yeah,
We used to go into the woods and get fucked up.
It was actually harder to buy cigarettes than it was to buy alcohol.
That's so funny.
And
So you guys have, like,
it was
the
easier.
pictures of a
It
lung
was
on the
easier to
cigarettes.
buy drugs than it was to buy cigarettes.
Yeah.
But that's probably the same for a lot of people.
Yeah. Now it is in America. You can't get cigarettes till 21 here.
Oh, truly?
Yeah, most states.
In New York?
Everywhere. I think that's federal, right? That
Is
went
it federal? I know it started out because New Hampshire changes
But
state
you
law.
can't, mate. All these stores in New York. Hardly any of these guys are going to ID check
No,
you.
fuck no. Especially guys selling
lot of them
cigarettes
don't-
from a different
yeah.
state illegally.
Yeah.
I don't think you know how to read English. Dude.
We have a big. So Australia has a massive tobacco tax. So they add 30% on to the price of cigarettes every 6 months.
Oh,
So
God.
a packet of cigarettes in Australia, like a 20 pack,
It's like $50.
more. It'd be about $65.
One pack.
One packet of
Even though
cigarettes.
you
For
guys
a-
have monopoly
that's
money,
for
it's still a lot.
How
That's for a 20 pack of cigarettes is like $65.
No.
Yeah. So there's now
Dude.
now what the bikies have done. Fucking smart man.
Fuck yeah.
Instead of they're shifting less into drugs and more into like the illegal cigarette market.
That's rad.
And so you can now go into like all these like crappy little cigarette stores and buy behind the counter cigarettes. They're like $5 a packet. They're like Chinese cigarettes.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
so much better.
They're like imitation cigarettes. You can buy like a pack of Marlboro Gold Chinese version for like $7.
Yeah, and they don't have to pay
And that's
for intellectual property.
That's Aussie dollars. That's like fucking 30 cents US, you know?
yeah. I forget.
5 Aussie bucks.
I
is
forget
like
your
$2
economy's
here.
crazy.
It's
Two and a half.
crazy.
Yeah, it's about half, 50%.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
rad. Chinese cigarettes got to hit hard too.
Dude, I mean, but fuck the governments, you know, they're asking for it. When you want to keep fucking with people's livelihoods, they're going to figure out a way to get it cheaper every fucking time.
They use this like mass. It's a problem with it. So like Wyoming was one of the last states, maybe the last state to raise the drinking age from 18 to 21. And they were not going to do. Everybody in the state was like committed. They're like, "Fuck you! You don't get to tell us what to do." And the federal government was like, "We will freeze all the money going into your interstate road system now. We will do it right now if you don't fucking change your drinking age." And they were like, "Fuck, we have to. You just like you have us by the balls. We have like, you know, we have to transport all. You know."
I personally, I'm split because I've grown up in a culture where drinking at 18 was fucking cool as shit. Because you finish high school,
It's cooler here 'cause it's illegal.
You're going to the pub with your boys, you know. You're going out for fucking palmies at lunchtime and going to the fucking the bolo and just like you're having a fun time, right? But
What's the bolo?
the bowls club, we have all these bowls clubs like lawn bowls. You guys play lawn bowls?
Not a lot.
It's
We do bocce.
But do you know what lawn bowls is?
Vaguely.
It's like so. It's kind of like bocce. It's like a big version of bocce where it's almost like a grass bowling alley, but with
Is
no
that regular
dividers.
pins or is it like handle pins?
No, so there'll be a white ball that you throw out off a mat, and then you've got these big balls that they curve their weight. One side is weighted, so you have to sort of throw it out, and it curves in to the ball. And so we do this all the time in Australia. We go there like drinking during the day and play lawn bowls. It's
So
fucking.
this is like cornhole.
Cornhole or like croquet or something. It seems like.
No, but I mean, like the culture here is like, let's all go to some shitty pub with a big
we'll-
outdoor thing.
yeah,
play
we'll play
cornhole.
cornhole.
Yeah, it's just fun. You're just doing
Yeah,
something
just
while you're drinking.
horseshoes, bullshit.
Yeah. Horseshoes is real gay, but yeah, that's cool. No, that's kind of
How
cool.
dare you? How dare you?
Or you
We have a strong cowboy culture.
what are you playing with shoes like a lady?
They're horses. It's manly. Ignore the horse girls.
Can't believe you're stealing shoes off horses, you fucking criminals.
We didn't have anything else to. They're all like fake now.
Oh, do you guys like watching those videos of the guys that like
Farriers?
Yeah,
I love farriers.
all the time, man?
I watched a Scottish guy that trims cow hooves.
love it, dude.
Fucking
And
love
when they
that
get a
shit. He
nail,
hates it.
when they get a nail in there and they pull it out, it's all pussy and they cut it around.
I like
fucking
it so
love that
you
shit.
play it when I'm like eating, dude.
Yeah, I watch it while I'm eating.
Dude.
I want to eat a cow hoof.
But going back to the 18, so I think it's amazing. The culture is so fun, and most of the world is 18. I think we should check this out, but I've never been
looked
to a
that up
country
recently.
other than America that's 21. However, I do think
Yeah.
you're too young to drink at 18. I do.
No,
I
you
do.
are.
Oh,
You are.
absolutely.
You're
Yeah.
too young.
You're too young to consent at 18.
I agree.
People are stupid.
I think your brain is not developed, and you don't really understand that until you get older. When we're all in our 30s now,
Yeah.
but you look back, you're like, dude, I was a fucking idiot.
Dude,
at
I
that
was in a
point.
retard at 25, and I
Right.
was fully developed.
Yeah,
Dude,
100%.
we used to go. We used to get in. Like I would get in my buddy's car. He would go get like a 30 rack of beer. It's just me and him, and we would drive around until the case was gone. Like. That's
Dude.
insane.
In Wyoming, where the population density is a negative number.
Yeah.
No, don't get me wrong. He was like that.
You guys have more
like,
sheep than people.
I think that sounds worse because we weren't going out to act crazy. We were. This was the pub
There was
for us,
nowhere.
basically.
There's
Where
nowhere
we're
for you
just
to drink. You had
sitting
to-
there. We're talking about school and shit.
and
you know,
no
whatever.
risk
we're
of
like,
getting pulled
talking
over.
about
or-
grades.
yeah. talking
Who's
about-
your crush? Pounding a beer in the backseat.
so funny, but yeah, like there were psychos that would they would get behind the wheel and drive crazy drunk and
But
drive
their
fast.
There's
issue
always
was
there's
something
always a group
else.
of people
It's
that ruin it for the rest
Yeah.
of us. You know.
Well, that's why
That's why the
I
drink
have
driving law changed
yeah,
here.
yeah, because you're like
Because retards
Yeah.
would
What can you blow here legally?
0.08.
so
anybody you want.
Yeah, they changed it so they could get married now.
I think
Unfortunately,
0.08. You still feel pretty a little tipsy at 0.08.
A little bit.
0.08.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
not
reasonable.
good.
You know what it is here, and I decided to do this kind of in the riskiest place possible. Is like, okay, so I've learned through the literature that the people that get busted for drinking and driving are the people that do it for the first time, and they have no idea what they're doing. They don't know how to operate heavy machinery while drunk. So I am going to get drunk on the college campus and drive only across the college campus just to practice.
Yeah.
And then I got too good at it, and I started really fucking
Dude,
edging
I used-
in Denver.
I used to
While driving, I
go
would edge.
on some fucking missions drunk, dude. I would be like on the other side of my city, like an hour's drive, and I'd be like, it'd be 2 a.m. I'd be shit faced, like fuck I could only open up one eye, and I'd be like, guys, I can't afford a taxi. Who's come with me? Load the car up, drive back, have the fucking time of my life. And I swear to God, I drove great.
No.
I drove fucking
dude,
phenomenally.
when he
But
said-
in saying that, you look back on these times, you're like,
Thank God. I'm like,
yeah,
okay.
man.
By the way, some of my friends didn't make it.
oh, that's
They didn't
sad.
make it. Well, some varying degrees of.
But there's also like, okay, it's one thing driving your car drunk, but there's one thing driving your car drunk and driving like a dickhead.
right.
And so,
yeah.
like, if you're just
The people that can't handle their booze and then they try to drive it and they're like, it's a video game. It's like, it's so not.
okay, so I was in a car when I was 16 with a guy that was 17, and he picked me. He's like, dude, Cam, come for a drive, and I was like, all right. And he picks me up. He's at the front.
How much could you blow with him?
Infinity.
I broke it.
Dude, this guy was plastered. I didn't know, and you know, and I had
That's the danger.
I had this sense. I was like, I'm not making a good decision here, but I got in the car
Yeah.
regardless. And we went
I love that you
because
just
I'm a
ignored
fucking
it.
dickhead. But I knew, I was like, dude, what am I doing? And he pulls over in this car. He's like, dude, watch this. Watch how fast this car can handle this corner. And I was like, oh no.
Oh, corner.
no.
Holy
And
hell.
he fucking floors it around the corner, doesn't even brake, crashes, like T-bones this fucking
God damn
parked
it.
car, rides off his
Yeah.
car. We both just have
He
to.
got T-boned by a parked
Yeah,
car.
dude. He's now crying.
so
He's like,
fucking-
my fucking
What a
car,
pussy.
my fucking car. What have I done? I just get the
You
fuck.
did what you wanted to.
Yeah.
You wanted this to happen.
I was like, you fucking dickhead. I got out of the car and just walked home. I was like, I'm not getting back in.
That's
that.
what you do. Dude, I'm not staying here. I'm not
That's
helping
so
you
funny.
out.
Yeah, I'm not-
But
we
that's
don't know
not
each
a police
other.
report.
They're the
Walk in
sort of-
opposite directions.
See, I never did that. I drove drunk a lot, but I never drove like a dickhead. These
Oh, here-
No,
here's
it was
the thing.
always to get
Here's
your
the
car
thing.
home.
Right.
Because
I
there
I
were
didn't
no
drive
fucking
drunk.
taxis in
And-
rural New Hampshire.
and they didn't have Uber then. You couldn't fucking afford it when you're 18.
I
Like,
didn't
you
drive
just-
drunk. I didn't drive drunk till I was like 25, and I was like, again, I was like, that's crazy. I'll always find a way around it. I can always like, and I crash a lot of weird places and shit. Did
Hey,
a bunch,
Corey,
you
guess
know,
how old I was when I started to drink and drive?
How old? 20,
23.
23. But I was living. I moved
have a
back.
fun number.
It was like a year after I started comedy. I was like losing my mind. I was doing too many drugs, having too good of a time, and I had to move back home to Wyoming. And then I was there for like a year and for like 2 years actually maybe, and there was nothing to do there. It's just like 30,000 people in the town. So there was like a few like open mics, and me and my buddy would go play music. He played like drums or like play cajon box or whatever, and I would play guitar. But we would just go. There was like 3 of them a week somehow in this small town. So that was all we would do. We'd just work, and then we would go do these open mics, and we'd just go there, and they were all in bars. We'd just go and get shit house, and it was awesome. We had such a like fun time, dude. Just hanging out in bars, you can smoke cigarettes, and just like
Beautiful.
it was a good couple of years. But yeah, then it was like I'm like, dude, it's 2 a.m. or whatever. I get on the interstate right next to me. And then I get off the interstate and I'm back in my house.
Yeah.
It's so easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I have to drink and drive in a straight line. Who cares?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. And you're just, yeah. So
We
I
would
was-
never do that corner shit, but we'd floor it on the highway.
The worst was doing it on a motorbike.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
That was when I was like, okay. And doing that end high.
Dude, we don't operate clutches in America. That's why it's so easy to drink and drive.
You don't have manual cars in
we
America?
do, but
We
no
do,
one
but-
buys them.
Right.
yeah, I wrecked a bike drunk. It wasn't like bad, but it was like, I shouldn't have been driving.
A motorbike?
Yeah.
Were you all right?
Yeah, no, I just like, I like,
Oh, you're gonna lay it down.
I just laid it down. It broke off the shifter pawl, fucked up my bike. I still haven't I still don't have the bike fixed. I probably won't. I'll probably just get another bike.
Would you get a bike in New York City?
I don't know.
That's a hard.
I feel like
I
it's
want to like a motherfucker.
so
dude.
fucking-
I used to drink and drive my fucking scooter in Boston, and I almost died.
Yeah.
A couple of times.
Everyone like every like few days, dude. I'll like especially when it's nice out, dude. You walk by and see like somebody fucking with like a little Triumph or something, and you're like, fuck,
Yeah.
Dude,
that seems nice, dude.
I saw a
Seems
bike
nice.
outside of Midtown Pair last night. I was like, fuck, that thing's beautiful.
Yeah, man. I
It's-
love a nice motorbike. And on
Like a little
Triumph.
cafe bike would be so perfect in this
Yeah.
fucking city.
That's what Jordan
Just gotta-
Jensen rides. She rides a little cafe racer. Out
Yeah, they're
Around.
great.
She
man.
just released a Netflix special. Have you guys seen it?
I have not. We don't have Netflix.
No,
We're not fucking puppets.
yeah, for the new world order.
What was that first word?
New world.
No,
they-
new. You said. Sorry, I thought you said a different word.
They said a rhyming word. We're
I thought you were
joking.
doing-
It's
I
not
thought
a
you were
real
doing-
dog whistle.
I thought you were doing Kikney rhyming slang.
But yeah, drink driving's bad. Don't do it, guys. But
Oh, but,
But it's-
yeah, it's
good times.
It was
there are good
like
times.
that was the problem. Is
bad,
like I
too.
got used to drunk driving up there, and then I moved back down to Denver, and I was too used to it. Like I was good. I was like a good boy for like a year, and then I was like,
Yeah, the highway
man.
in Denver's way too curvy.
Yeah, but
dude,
was
I got
getting
done drink driving. I got picked up. I don't know if have I told you the story.
Did
You
get
got like
DUI?
arrested?
I got a DUI. Yeah,
Shit.
completely butt naked.
No. Fuck
I mean,
yeah,
I don't
dude.
know what the laws are in Australia, but you're allowed to be naked in
That's
your
so
car in
funny. You're
America.
the second person to tell me a story.
Dude, I was doing fly in, fly out work when I was working in the mines, and I got back and I just started seeing this girl, and I was, I'd been away for a month. I was fucking horny, 24 years old.
Yeah.
I picked her up. We went out for dinner, and on the way home, I was like, dude, I can't wait any longer. So we pulled over into this like side street and just banged in the back of the car.
Hell yeah.
And then I was like,
Fog in the windows.
we were drunk, right? Like not drunk, but like pretty tipsy.
Enough to fucking.
And I was like,
Not sober fucking in
I
a
was
car
like,
usually.
fuck putting clothes on. Let's just drive home naked. So the clothes are in the back of the Land Rover. Like,
That's
so you
fucking
couldn't even
awesome.
reach
That
them.
rules.
And then we get back in 2 minutes down the road. Boo! And I'm like, fuck.
Oh, I like that he did the foreign siren.
You guys know how police sirens sound?
Dude, all I could reach to cover her was a pizza box, like leftover dinners. So I threw the pizza box on her. The cop comes up. I wind the window down. And he looks in. He's like, "Oh, what the fuck is going on in here?"
I'm gonna need you to blow into this bag.
That's great.
that was my story.
Did he like pull you out? And
So I had to go to the police station. This is a funny.
Did you
part.
cover up?
So I got out of the car.
No. When he pulled you over, if you
I
had
didn't
covered
have-
your dick up
I didn't
with
have
a pizza box,
I didn't have
You
anything.
could
Dude.
You cover your
with
dick with a pizza box. She stays naked. He'd be like,
No,
on
So
your way.
I put the pizza box on her. I was completely nude. I got out of the car nude, opened the back, put some shorts on. I couldn't even find my shirt. So
They wouldn't have let you do that
he
here. You
takes
can't
me-
open the door when you get out.
He takes me to the fucking police station. I have to just sit there and wait for a little bit, and then they give you like the proper breath test on a machine.
Yeah.
Because they can't charge you off the street breath test in Australia. I don't know what it's like in America.
Oh God, Australia rules.
So you have to go back to the station and get a proper calibrated machine.
Right.
I blew over, and then I was like, listen, guys, my fucking girlfriend is still in the car. You've left it on the side of the road on the
Naked.
highway. I was like, you need to let me take my car back. And they're like, all right. So they take me back to my car, let me drive my car back to her house, and they just follow me home.
Yeah.
Get out. And
That's
then
so
they
nice.
wave me off, and then see you later.
They do that in
Did
Wisconsin.
they,
That's the
wait,
only
so
place.
they didn't give you? Did they give you?
Yeah, I got done. I had to go to the court like the next week. My mum had to take me, so that was embarrassing.
The thing in
They gave me a work license, so but I told them, so that you can do this in Australia. You can lose your license for your first time. You can lose your license for 3 months, or you can have 1 point for a year on good behavior, depending how you blow. Or because I blew quite over, you can still get a work license where you can just drive to and from work.
Yeah.
But I told them I
Yeah.
work 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. So I just got a work license, and then literally,
So fucking. They're so.
and then
what a pointless.
and then
fucking-
literally,
not even a slap on the wrist.
yeah,
It's
and
like
then,
trying to trick a baby.
and then 4 months later, I flew to the UK, and so it didn't even matter because they didn't put it on my license. So
How long did you live in the UK?
just over a year.
How was that? Where
It
did
was
you live?
great. In London.
You lived in London. It was
Where would
pretty
you?
dope.
Where are you gonna live in? Fucking
It was fucking
Cornish.
great. It was a great time. My only regret is I went there with that girl, and she was a fucking nightmare. She
Yeah.
was the worst girlfriend. That ruined my time. I made a bad. My mum.
How long were you with her before you moved?
Literally, like not even 6 months. And I told her,
You moved to
bad
another
idea.
continent. That's
I was
fucking-
already
It's
like,
worse than going on vacation with a new girlfriend.
man, I shouldn't have taken her. It was the biggest mistake. Even my mum said to me, she's like, you're making a big mistake.
Yeah.
You should just be going solo. And
Yeah,
have
your
a-
mom knew what she was talking
Yeah.
about.
I ended up, that was,
Listen to Muhammed.
yeah, that relationship dragged on, man. But anyway, moral of the story is drink drive. It's a lot of fun, guys. Have
Blow into a bag in Australia, they'll let you go home.
Yeah, just don't be a pussy about
No,
it.
we have the actual fucking. They have the calibrated field machines, so they can charge you when they pull you over on the side. That's like evidence.
that sucks.
So what you have to do is you have to refuse the breathalyzer, take the 6 months no license, get a blood test at the hospital.
Yeah.
And if you get pulled out, it's going to be in the middle of the night. They can't have you take a blood test until they can talk to a judge in the morning. So you got all this time in the drunk tank to just wait for your BAC to go
Sober
down.
up.
So you'll get a lot less of you. You might not actually get a DUI, but you will get your license taken away for refusing a field sobriety test.
and 6 months.
For 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you can't get a work
And
license?
that, I mean, that'll fuck you
No,
up.
we don't have that.
Oh, right.
No, dude. Dude,
No, ruins people's lives.
You get like
There's so many like old fucking winos on bicycles going to work.
Yeah.
my buddy's wife went to prison for DUIs.
Whose?
My buddy, just a friend of mine.
shit.
Yeah, I think for like 2 years or something.
She went to jail?
If you get enough DUIs, they're like, stop it.
Yeah, but that doesn't help anyone.
No, well, I don't know if you know this about the American legal system, but it's kind of
It's not there to help you.
unjust and criminal, and kind of, really just for farming people.
Cops aren't your buddy.
No, they're pretty like.
Yeah, you have
I mean,
private prisons in this country?
Yeah.
When I heard that, I
Yeah.
was like, that's fucking
You know what's
wild.
even
That's
worse?
modern slavery at its
Yeah.
finest.
It
Yeah,
actually
no.
is. The worst thing about the private prisons in America is that they're government subsidized.
Yeah.
So
Also-
they're still getting government funding.
You know what's way worse than that? The private prisons are like way lower in like criminal abuse of people. They're not like the ones that are really like fucking people. Those are all federal. Like those are all
Because they're government
federally
employees and
funded
they don't want to
and
do their
owned, yeah.
job.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't give a fucking shit. They, dude, it's honestly like the people I was doing. I was cleaning fracking trucks years back, like 10 years ago or some shit.
Dude, the chemicals in those trucks are so bad.
Yeah, I didn't last there very long, but they sent me on a training thing and like down to like I think Houston, Texas for like a week. I was just drunk the entire time. I just showing up hungover. They're trying to train me, and I'm like, I hate all you fucking. I was just a bad employee, but this fucking guy that it was in my training group. I think he was from somewhere in Texas, but he used to work. He was like a kid too. He was like 20, 21, something like that, and he worked as a prison guard. And dude, I literally wanted to kill this kid. I was like, if I fucking shot you in the head, it'd be better for the world. Like, because he's just like. He's like he was like
me out going. To
he was
prison.
like he would talk to us about like enforcing rules on the prison, and you're like, you're so close to just jacking off thinking about this. It's fucking. Wow. You're just like, I didn't take any shit from any of them, and you're like, dude, you have like a bizarre like serial killer vibe about you.
Yeah, it's kind of the
and
joke.
everybody's patting him on
kinda-
the back about it. You know
It's
what I
fucked up. The joke of like COs is like, yeah, we just are the prisoners on the other side of the bars.
mean? Yeah.
Yeah, you go and be a correctional officer. You basically go to the prison school. You know how like people go into prison and they learn how to do crime better. You do that, but now you get to go home every night.
Yeah. It was fucking crazy that we can't like figure out how to like. That's the best that we can do is put you in a place where we've actually sanctioned kind of murder, where like I worked with a dude that was like in prison for January 6th, and he was like explaining it to me. He was like, this is what I'll tell you what prison was like. Hold on a second, and he walks around the corner. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? And he comes back and he's like, back there, I just stabbed the dude. I just like murdered a motherfucker. Like. You know, ground him up.
Wow. Do they get charged if they murder someone in prison? Do they
Yeah.
get...
But,
Yeah, but they don't get caught. Or whatever. You know, I mean, if they do get caught. Or they don't
Yeah.
care, you know.
Yeah,
what about
usually
rapes?
they don't even look
What
for
about rapes and stuff like that? Do they get charged for
what
that?
about him?
What about him, kid?
Hey, he asks the fucking prison system. It doesn't happen.
That's
You know what's funny is that it's like you get in trouble, but it's because you're not allowed to have sex in prison. So you rape a guy, and it's like, well, it's the word of a prisoner against the word of a prisoner. All I know for sure that happened is a dick went in an ass. So you guys are both going in the shoe.
Yeah.
That's my worst nightmare, going
That's-
to a prison in this country.
Oh yeah. It's like, I mean, it's not like what was the fucking prison from fucking what's that movie called? Where the fucking dude tapes hash to himself. Midnight Express.
Oh yeah. Oh my
It's
god!
not like a Taiwanese prison or some shit. Yeah,
Going to
I don't
a
even know if
prison in
that's-
any country than the one of your origin. Don't do it.
No, that's when you want to skip country.
Yeah.
You skip town somehow.
Go to China. Defect. Fuck it.
Yeah.
But they like that we can't figure out how to like not like well, you're gonna get raped.
Yeah.
In fact, but like it's a thing with I think it was like might have been a Kurt Metzger thing about like they actually use it as a threat. They're like in every episode of Law and Order, they're like, and you're gonna get raped. Like it's part of the punishment is you're gonna get raped and maybe stabbed or whatever.
Yeah, that's Kurt Metzger's
It's
bit is like
crazy.
you're gonna get fucked by the long dick of the law.
Oh, fuck.
The black penis is the end stage of the American judiciary system. That's why it's called the penal system.
All right, I got to piss.
Yeah, we
take
can
a
shut it
piss.
down. We can.
Fucking, we just pause.
Yeah, all right, whatever.
Just cut this part out. This is where we get to say the N words.
Yeah.
Because I can't not.
I have a
got-
pause. Quick, dude.
I got a big black rod in front of my face. I'm not gonna say it
yeah.
because I was gonna tell him.
They said he can't. Yeah.
Because they greenlight people like your buddy who went around your coworker,
Yeah.
your work friend, your work wife, went around.
My Gan 6 work wife.
He went around the corner, came back. I just killed a guy. So like they greenlight people to get killed, and they always get a lifer to do it. Because like, what are you gonna be in extra jail? That's a Louis bit.
Right. Yeah.
Fucking. So like they get a guy who's there for the long haul, and now he's getting a bunch of shit on his books. His family's getting taken care of because you got someone who was greenlit by the fucking shot
Right.
caller.
Yeah.
Do people get greenlit for rape? I don't know about that.
Corrective, I'm sure.
Corrective rape, I'm sure, because the Peckerwoods do corrective rape. All the sex offenders,
Ugh, God damn.
all the pedophiles get raped. Where it's like they got to get in a seg unit. You can't have them in Gen Pop because they'll just get fucking Swiss cheesed up by cocks.
That's so funny.
Wife beaters get raped. It's like I feel like it's a green light just because like, oh, we know your papers. We saw someone come with you in intake. We know what you did. You know,
Yeah.
because like a magistrate reads your charges as they in process you. You know.
That's what I think that's what's scary. Like when I first started like doing like harder drugs, I was hanging out with like
Hard drug
like
people.
hardened criminals that have been to prison. And when you start to like recognize prison culture as like a unique culture,
Yeah.
that's when you're like, this is not good. Like,
No, it's really not.
we've made a massive error. in how
Prison
we've-
culture used to be like chain gangs, like slavery holdover, like Cool Hand Luke shit, and now it's crazy different.
Yeah,
It's all based on like the American prison system now.
also,
Or,
like,
sorry, not American, the California prison system.
If you want to listen to a guy talk about how John Wilkes Booth was actually pretty cool for shooting Abraham Lincoln in the back of the head, talk to a white ex-con, dude. Because they'll tell you. There's like a huge amount of like they have like a whole mythology of like white supremacy in the prison system.
Absolutely.
And they don't even know it.
Which is so
It was
funny
like-
because
like-
they're being turned into slaves. It's
yeah,
so funny.
yeah.
Do you think anyone comes out of prison better off? Do you think that what
Very few.
And what's the alternative to to
Mike
punish
Tyson
someone?
came out better off.
Yeah. But he didn't do that rape.
Well, he didn't do that rape, but he went to jail and it mellowed him out.
Probably. Yeah.
So you think he got wrongly convicted?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I like Mike Tyson too much to have an opinion on it.
Yeah, I can't. I'm.
He's
yeah,
a
gracious. That's a great way to
beautiful
say it.
person.
That's a great way to say it. I'm way too close. Like if I say like my opinion, that is just way too biased. You know.
I know. Even if you do, you know how we do like a Cosby or R. Kelly, it's like, oh, he did that shit. It's like, I'm not going to say that about Mike Tyson, you know?
I mean, yeah. Even R. Kelly is like his music is so good.
Did he just get off?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, did it. Fuck him. I don't care.
But he got off, didn't he?
Yeah, he got off. Yeah, inside Justin Bieber's mouth.
He got off inside of Sam Bankman-Fried.
Fuck.
Can you imagine being Justin Bieber, dude? He got popped in the mouth so many fucking times, and the dude just walks.
Do you think he did?
Rape Justin Bieber?
Yeah.
Yeah. Horrifically.
Yeah, dude.
Truly?
Of course.
And we let him, and that's reparations.
He had a reputation for raping boys. Of course he raped Justin Bieber.
Yeah, dude, he would like.
We were just talking about how Corey Feldman definitely got molested by Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
If you got a rep, you're not going to behave differently behind closed doors.
Maybe that's the thing. Is like you know what? Maybe Feldman thought that I don't know why I'm saying maybe.
He thought
This
he
is what
loved
happened. I don't know why I'm saying maybe. It's like I don't know exactly what happened. What happened to Corey Feldman is he was molested heavily, but tricked into thinking that it was consensual on
Yes.
his part. Because
What happened to Corey Feldman is what happened to every person that's ever been molested.
the king of pop can't trick you into. He can't charm his way into your fucking butthole.
Do you think Michael Jackson's still alive?
No.
No, dude.
No, he'd be dead by now for any
He
number
died
of
in
reasons.
1983.
He died the same day as Paul McCartney.
Yeah, he died in the same crash.
There's like a video footage of him like getting out of the boot of a car inside a car park where they were like,
Oh, where David had that girl?
Wait, what? Yeah.
The singer David?
nah, I don't know.
Kidnapped
There was
the teenager.
there's like a lot of theories that he's still alive, basically, or at least he didn't die the way that they said he did.
Yeah.
But if you had that much money, you could easily disappear.
I don't know, what would be the point? He was about to go do the fucking, what was that stupid last tour he was going to do before he died?
This is it.
The This Is It tour?
Yeah.
Very aptly named.
Yeah.
It wasn't even it. This is before it was even it.
Poor
He died.
guy.
But poor guy. No, there would be no reason for him to fake his death. All the heat was off of him. You know? I mean, like, maybe he knew they had that movie in production, but was like, well, finish your tour first.
By the
and then
way,
fake your death.
when did he die? Was it because he had that fucking anti-Semitic album? You know that. You know that
Yeah.
one, right? What is it?
Don't you black or white me?
Yeah, kick me, don't you black or white me.
He got in a lot of trouble for that, dude.
Yeah, he was saying Jews control banks and shit.
Yeah.
It was crazy. So he was probably he got the Charlie Kirk
Yeah,
treatment.
he got kirked up, dude.
Yeah. Which would be super easy if you're like if I
You know, they call Michael Jackson Squirt now.
yeah. It's so funny. Must have been so funny for like the Mossad agent that was like trying to take Michael Jackson. I was like, how are we gonna get him? He's like, well, every night he has a doctor inject him with surgery chemicals. So maybe there's a time in there that
As he's laying his head down for Betty by, a phlebotomist comes in.
a phlebotomist that he forces to wear a head covering. So maybe there's
like
a
an
way
executioner. Who was that? Kurt Metzger's bit of they gave him surgery drugs. They gave him what's it called? The guy who puts you
Propanol,
under?
yeah.
No, it's propofol. But what's the guy that puts you under?
The doctor or the
The doctor.
the
Anesthesiology. Yeah, anesthesiology drugs. Because that's the sleep of a man that did nothing wrong.
Yeah, the dark, dreamless sleep of a man that did nothing wrong. Yeah, he's good.
I might have to wrap this up in a bit.
No,
problem.
we're good. I gotta go get something to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been doing too long already.
No, that's great. It's been fucking fun. 2 hours goes quick, man.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, not if you're doing a shitty podcast. But
Yeah.
I'm out. Have you
fuck,
done?
I
Have you
hope
done a
you're
lot of
out
podcasts like, outside?
Harrison's, now this, and mine. That's it.
Oh, okay. I figured you would get
you're on the
more
circuit,
more
baby.
like trade shit because you have. But
There's not many people doing them.
really,
No.
I think that's good. I think that there's enough like bad press where they're like, especially in New York, because this was kind of like a hub of, there was like the whatever 2015 16 podcast bubble or whatever, that I think that it discouraged a bunch of people because they're like, that's done, that's like all that, and it's like the podcasts are never gonna be done. They just can't like.
Well, now it's you gotta have some sort of notoriety, and then you start a shitty podcast that you quit 6 months later.
It helps. I mean,
That's just a cash grab. It's basically like a fucking cryptocurrency, like a shit coin as a celebrity.
Yeah.
starting from the ground up with nothing is tough because it's just a slow fucking slog.
Sure,
to
but
get,
I actually
it's
like
tough to get
doing
views.
this.
I love it too. And my views are slowly trickling up, and like it's going in the right trajectory, but it's
Yeah.
slow, man. I'm on.
Well,
episode.
you're doing a really good job of actually like promoting and putting it together as a product. We don't even want to do video. We hate the business and the social media side of comedy so much. They were like, we'll just do this and release it, and when people find out about us, they can find our backlog.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I
You'll
mean,
have like a
exactly.
serious backlog.
Once your moment comes, then you get the fucking. You get the views.
Well,
but-
I think that's the thing. Like, I think against the like this is gay business talk, but it is true. Like, you want when somebody hears when somebody sees you on something and they like you, they're like, oh, like I saw him do stand up, or I saw a stand up clip. It's way better for you to. What the fuck?
I don't know what you just did. Corey just ruined the podcast.
Did I just delete that?
I don't think so.
I think I might have.
Can you control Z?
Check. Yeah. Anyway, I thought we deleted that entire podcast. We did not. Anyway, what I was gonna say is like when you have to finish my thought, just like when somebody sees you on something, they're like, "Oh, who is this guy?" or whatever, and then you have like hours of content or whatever that they can go look at.
It can't
and that's
hurt.
how you build
Yeah.
That's how you have a fan. They're like,
then,
"Oh, I like this guy's style."
Someone
Yeah.
sees your podcast, they Google you, and they see, oh, he did this podcast, and they come see our
Exactly.
shit.
It's good. The whole ecosystem is good. That's the best thing that anyone can do if you're podcasting is like get on each other's podcasts because you're growing your audience, and when one of us
Yeah.
pops, then everyone gets noticed as well. So
Yeah, we get the
Right.
bump from any pop of all your fucking close circle of friends.
Exactly.
At this point, because we're not mainstream guys, we don't do clean. We're not going to be on fucking NBC. So the only way to do it is build a community of like-minded comics.
Yeah.
Just right-wing grift. No.
Yeah.
But, no, it's you have to build your audience by creating an actual tight-knit community of comics you know are funny and you like hanging out with.
exactly.
And it kind of creates
what-
like this
that's what I
podcast
like.
family. You know?
That's what I would like to have, like, if to have like any kind of like fan base where you're like, where somebody somewhere is like, yeah, I was like really into like Time Trap, and then I like they had Harrison and Joe on, and I actually listen to Harrison's podcast more than I do Time Trap now. Do you know what I mean, or something?
Yeah,
like,
that's
where
right.
like that because I think that's like.
That's how I figured out about Come Town. Is I saw Nick talk about living in a Chinese tenement on Ari's podcast.
Yeah, just say we used to like listen to Rogan like pretty regularly, and then I like found out about Legion of Skanks, and I was like, like at that moment I essentially stopped listening to Joe Rogan entirely because I was like, oh yeah, I fucking hate interviews.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't realize till now that like that's.
I forgot I only like O&A.
It's definitely Rogan's its own style. Plus, they're long. That's why I don't think I've finished a Joe Rogan episode in like 4 years. I've listened to the
They're
first
very
hour, and I
different,
just
He hasn't had a guest that I've wanted to listen that long for a while, and even guests that I want to see, I just watch the clips now.
yeah. I don't know. Hopefully it's all worth it, but you just never know. You never know.
So I mean, you could tell like it was like he came, like because he had that deal with Spotify, so he wasn't available anywhere else. And then that ended, and it was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he would have lost a lot of people from that.
He would have.
I think so.
Well,
Not
if
just
he-
being primarily on
If he
Spotify.
stayed on
If he'd
Spotify
stayed
forever,
doing that,
yeah. Oh, because that would,
Are his podcasts back up on YouTube now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
YouTube
Yeah, who
and
gives a shit?
and Apple.
no, it was like between that and just like finding, because I like didn't know that there were, better podcasts. Because I used to listen to podcasts all the time because I could at work. You know what I mean? I was like, so. But back in the day, you're like, oh, I guess Doug Loves Movies is my favorite podcast because you're like, because nothing else exists, dude.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like,
Yeah, I used to listen to Getting
fucking-
Doug with High.
yeah, it's
And
talking.
then I found Kill Tony. I was like, I'm fucking not listening to that anymore.
Yeah, and then just
And then Kill
like,
Tony went to
you
shit.
keep finding, there's a bunch of podcasts that I'm sure I used to listen to that I'm like, what the fuck were you? And you're like, oh, I just didn't know that there was like, I didn't know that there were funny people doing podcasts. I guess like,
I think it was good that he did the Spotify deal because like he hit it at his zenith. That was the fever pitch
what
of
was
Joe
it?
Rogan.
Like a $20 million?
I thought it was 60.
60? Yeah, fuck me.
He did the fucking Chappelle thing. He's like, I'm going to take my everything up until now, the body of work, the hype of it. I'm going to sell it for $60 million and then do whatever the fuck I want.
But he keeps going. And good on
what
him.
was 500 million? Was that his deal?
Rogan? I have
Rogan.
no idea.
No.
I thought it was 60.
No, I thought it was like 500. It's like a crazy amount of money.
Yeah. He's a half
Bought a
billionaire.
yeah.
Good God.
He probably would be now with all his sponsorships.
If he wasn't like dumping money into a club and doing all this crazy shit, but have you heard like people
That
talk
club's
about that
going
club?
to
Have you
hell.
been to that? Have you been there at all? You haven't been there.
No, we
You
didn't
guys
even get to
go.
go in.
Go
We
good.
went to the bar above it.
Oh, okay.
And I hated everyone that was associated with fucking Mothership.
Oh, you
they
didn't
all
like it?
stunk, dude.
Oh, really?
There's
It's very culty. I mean, that thing that Elephant Graveyard did, like everyone that went up, we were sitting in the bar watching the previous week's episode of Kill Tony in the fucking club where the show was happening downstairs this week, and people were getting cheers. There were pops when someone who was in the Austin comedy scene got on the fucking last week's episode premiere, and like people would flock to them and be like, "Good job, buddy." It's like, I just watched it. He sucked. What are you talking
that
about?
fucking blows, dude.
That was awful, and you guys are fucking sucking his dick about it.
I heard that, like I saw somebody that was like it was like a fan, like a Rogan fan that was like doing basically like a video review or whatever of like, here's what happened when I went to the club, and he's like it sucked. He's like,
Yeah.
like as a, I mean, I to me the idea is like,
I was standing in the wrong line. I thought I was waiting to sign up, and I was just standing next to Kill Tony fans. And this dude I just said hi because we're going to stand next to each other in line. Might as well say hi. I thought he was signing up to do Kill Tony. And then he was just the most abrasive, weird, horrible fucking teenager that only listens to podcasts, sense of humor. And then he was like, he commented on how heavy I was breathing. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with that? That's an insane thing to do to a stranger.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm like 370 pounds. I'm going to breathe heavy. He's like, what are you talking about your body for? And I had to get away from him because I was going to kill him.
Where was this?
This was in Austin. This was around the corner from fucking Mothership.
Yeah.
Thank God I figured out you're just supposed to hang out in the bar next door.
Yeah, so the guy was like, he's like, the drinks were like $30 a pop. They take your phone away. You feel like you're in like, you're being like, managed
You're in a
around.
holding
You're in
cell.
like, you're in like it's like very like,
Is this Kill Tony itself?
it wasn't Kill Tony. It was just a showcase.
Right.
But like,
Yeah, it's Orwellian the way that they were.
yeah, my thing is like I guess when it's the same thing. Like other countries are so shitty that people clamor in here, and then we can treat them however the fuck we want. You know what I mean? By becoming like a violent police state or whatever. But to me, maybe it's like a lack of confidence. But I'm like, comedy is so fucking. I love it, but it's gay as fuck. You're like,
And it's getting
I'm,
worse.
I'm asking you to come in here at like base level. I'm asking you to come in here and just stare at a dude on a stage. I should put as few barriers in between you and that as possible. Like, the idea of paying like over like $15 to see somebody talk is fucking insane to me. Like,
Dude, $50 if you're going to like fucking Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
Like Louis tried to keep his tickets under 80 and he couldn't do it.
right. Because you have so many but yeah, but then like to go there and like, hey, thanks for that 50, like for a like dog shit showcase of like middle comics.
Of a bunch of guys who left LA because they couldn't do anything there.
Yeah. A bunch of date rapists. A bunch of LA queef date rapists. And you're paying,
and it sucks too.
you're paying $50
like,
and then they're like 2-drink minimum. How much are the drinks? $35
oh,
a
so you're paying
piece.
100 and fucking whatever dollars.
To see fucking,
Matt Edgar, who I love, but he's like Ari's friend. He's just some guy.
I saw
He's
Casey
very
Rocket
funny.
do 50. I don't know. I'm probably getting to the point where Casey Rocket hate his fucking hack at this point.
It pretty much is. And just ignore him. But like you're seeing a bunch of people who are like friends of comics you actually want to see, and not all of them are funny. And a disappointing
And then
amount
if the
are
vibe
not.
sucks, then it's
Yeah,
like,
the vibe sucks ass, and then you're going to see an inconsistent show, and you're like, I'm never going back. A lot of people go to Mothership and they're like, this is terrible. I'm not coming back here.
that's gonna be the fucking gayest shit. Is like on your podcast in 10 years, people are gonna be like, you're gonna be talking to some dude from Austin. He's gonna be like, it was like Mecca, dude. he's like, that's the Holy Land, man. I can't even believe I lived through it, man. It was the
I
greatest
think Muslims are deluded too.
the greatest time in the history of comedy.
I definitely like to see it for myself. Like, I'd like to go see a Kill Tony episode. I'd like to go to the Mothership. I'd like to perform there. I like to perform everywhere.
You know what
Completely,
sucks? You have
completely.
to stay 2 weeks because if you sign up for Kill Tony, you can get pulled out of the audience, but I think they like segregate people that are there to see the show.
By race?
And they're there to just, yes. They segregate the blacks. And they're like, oh, this might be a new Cam.
We'll segregate by who's here to see the show and who works here.
Yeah, basically.
I'm sure it's mostly Mexicans.
No, yeah, they're like, if you're going to see the show, you like sign up on a different list than the people who are there just to wait to get pulled out of the bucket.
Yeah, I want to go. I mean, I'd like to go anywhere, but it is like I do feel shitty. Like you're like to work so hard to get like good at something, and then you're like to like get in front of an audience member, and then you're like I'm gonna make him this guy who I've been just trying to find so that he knows I exist. I'm gonna make him wade through like an ocean of bullshit.
Yeah, but Rogan
and,
doesn't need to
you
find
know,
those guys. The audience is.
That's what I'm
Rogan's
saying.
fans.
He's over.
It stinks.
He's completely found way too much audience. So now he like, and that's what I'm kind of saying is like by making things expensive and shit and kind of shitty, he kind of has to do that. Otherwise the place would be
It's
overrun and
mob.
suck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He doesn't let anyone go into Mitzi's unless they're fucking on the show with him, basically, you know?
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can't just go to Mitzi's.
Is it, I thought you had to go like through. I don't know.
Is it a private bar?
Yeah, it's basically like the private backroom bar at the Comedy Store. You can't just go to Mitzi's.
Oh, okay. I thought you had to like go through.
If you're a
it to
booked
get-
comic, though?
Yeah, if you're booked on a show or if you get on Kill Tony, you get to go to Mitzi's. Somehow the dudes I was with got into Mitzi's. I think they just like lied their way in, but it was like during the day, you know?
Yeah.
All right, boys. Well,
Yeah.
it's been a pleasure.
Yeah,
Yeah. Shut it down, dude.
a good long talk.
Thanks for having me on, guys. I appreciate it.
We'll make
thanks
sure to
for
delete it all after you leave.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh fuck.